Yo, what up? It's your boy Saigon, the infamous HAVOC.
You already know.
You checking out our new podcast on VladTV. Nothing is off the record. You know, when you get two brothers like us together, anything's possible, man. As y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Straight
That's
up.
my brother, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about a lot of real things, a lot of real issues that go on in this game, in this culture. Us as black people, us as black men, it's a lot going on. We let the internet mess us up a lot. What you feel about that, man?
I mean, you know, the internet is undefeated.
Undefeated.
So
10 trillion and my G. Internet is undefeated, man.
Straight up.
Before we start, man, today was this morning I woke up to some tragic news, man.
Yeah, me too.
You know, and I want to say rest in peace to this young man. Yes, and man, damn. It's hard for me to do this because these are our babies we see every day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our babies is dying every day, and it gets to the point where they become a meme, and we talk about them for 2 weeks, and then life goes on. Like, that's wrong, bro. PnB Rock, he just died, a month ago?
Right.
And now we got to do this again and again and again and again. Like, shit is sad to me, bro. Like, his name was Kari. Y'all know him as Takeoff, but I like to address these people as their names because this is somebody's son, maybe somebody's father, somebody's sibling. It's not just a rapper. To the world, he's a rapper. But this is a life, bro.
And they was real people.
Real people, man.
These are real people. These are our youngins, our babies. I mean, look, he was old enough to be, I'm old enough to be his father. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
me too.
It hit different. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It really hit different.
Bro, you gotta understand, and there's stories going around about how it happened, and if they say that was if some of the rumors are true, like it was friendly fire,
right?
Like, and that's the problem with us just going out grabbing these guns, bro. Guns, you gotta be trained to know how to use a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
We go grab a gun and start doing this dumb shit, shooting sideways, and just for a reputation. This shit don't make sense.
Like you were saying, to your point, the last thing that you're saying, you know, brothers is out here with these guns. I understand you niggas want to protect themselves and all of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with these, you know, firearms come great responsibility. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you supposed to, you know, saying train yourself
with these
things. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go and think you in menace to society, just start shooting everywhere.
And that's what
you know what I'm saying?
That's what we be
How
doing.
How you shoot your man by accident if allegedly if that's true? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I know people that got shot by accident in the hood.
Me too.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? And
I shot somebody by accident.
Likewise.
Part my case.
Right.
My case, I hit the guy I was aiming for, but then I had an innocent bystander.
Right.
So that added 3 years to my sentence because reckless endangerment. They like, you don't know how to use a gun. So being that you this reckless, you willing to go out there and shoot in the crowd, we gotta sit you down, cuz, for a little while. You need to learn why this is some stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now if this young man lost his life like that, you gotta look at this shit and be like, okay, this is the thing with me, right? Before, not to sidetrack, how the fuck is guns so easily accessible in all these poor neighborhoods? Not saying they was in a poor neighborhood, but you look at Chirac, or Chicago, right? Where all these kids, right, who come from poor, they got switches. I seen the videos about 16 year, 17-year-old kids. They each had a Glock with switches on it. That's a $1,000 little trick right there.
Right.
But it's like, how y'all all got access to these guns and this ammunition at that? Fuck the guns and the bullets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like liquor stores in the hood. You understand? They want us to kill each other. You understand what I'm saying? You think they're gonna make it hard for us to get these guns? They want to make it easy for us to get these guns on the low.
So why can't get a grenade?
I mean, you probably could get that too, my nigga.
But I think you're right, because if it's just about, go sign up and get some papers and you get a hammer, that shit don't make sense, because damn, bro.
I'm saying, you gotta think about it, man. The powers that be, they like I said, I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist and all of that, but they want us to kill each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So of course these shits is gonna be easy. You know what's hard to get? Bread. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They make it hard to get money, but easy to get guns.
Yeah,
that don't make sense.
A lot of things are accessible. That's why when I'm looking at this whole thing with these kids dying, right? And since I started my career, I've been trying to use music to tell people to chill, because people like y'all Yeah, him, my man. I was raised on Mobb Deep, and I'm gonna tell you about the influence, right? The influence of hip hop, because y'all were kids, and I didn't realize it. I didn't realize I was a kid being raised by some other kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was
Right.
a kid being raised by some other
Right.
kid through the
Right.
power of the media, the music.
Right.
So when I heard to all the killers and the $100 billers, I'm in DFY like this, bro.
Right.
To real niggas who ain't got no feelings.
Right.
I'm 15, and
Right.
right now, I ain't got, from now on, I don't
No
want to have no
feelings.
feelings.
No feelings.
Yeah, so if I gotta go cut this kid and do,
Right.
and I was on my way to being a
Right.
good kid, and I'm like, the music was so powerful that I was like, oh shit, nah, this is what I'm doing. And at the time, like I'm saying, y'all kids, so y'all like, fuck it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We in this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And we just talking about what's in the bridge, what's around us, what we see every day. And somebody smart enough to come say, this shit is lucrative. This shit is marketable. Yeah, we can make millions of dollars off this shit.
Right.
And at the same time, send a lot of kids to prison, which is part of our business. Which
Like
is
two birds, one stone.
exactly, two birds with one stone. So I used to be mad. Like I'm not gonna. There was a point when I got mad at y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that.
When I was
remember.
mad. No, not fuck the beef shit. I'm talking about mad. Like yo,
Right.
if I didn't listen to Mobb Deep, I would be in this motherfucker. It wasn't just
Right,
y'all.
right,
It was
right.
MOP. It was
Right.
it was hardcore gangster rap.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even really. That's why I like when Ice Cube says it wasn't. We ain't look at it as gangster rap. This shit was reality rap.
Reality
He was
rap.
telling our reality.
Absolutely.
And what's happening is the gangbanging culture done crept in there. And this is why the commonality with 99% of these kids dying nowadays is they attached to some kind of gang.
That could be the case, too. I think it's a lot of different elements, to this thing that we love, you know what I'm saying? And, the senseless killings and murders and things of that nature. I just think, you know what I'm saying, as a people, like we kind of hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, the kids, they don't got no guidance, you know what I'm saying? And like when we was making the music, you know what I'm saying, back in the days or whatever, like, yeah, we saying to all the killers and $100 bills, but to real niggas, they ain't got no feelings, but we just painting a picture of what we around. You know what I'm saying? We painting a picture, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got younger dudes like, yeah, word, fuck that, X, Y, and Z. But, and then, even back then, people was, you know what I'm saying, getting shot, this, that, and the third. But now, it's just more prevalent. Like,
I think
before
hip-hop,
it was
I
rare.
think it's hip hop.
You think
that's
so?
my point. Yeah, because at one point, right, even when you had the thugged out shit, right, like you ain't had motherfuckers dropping like flies every day. Like you had it, like you said, we had Big and Pop. We had a few guys who could scatter amongst a certain amount of years where, you know what I mean? And look, even with Big and Pac is when that gang shit infiltrated hip hop, because that shit started over some Pac dying over some fucking being associated with MOB, with the Bloods. So if that Baby Lane shit probably don't happen, then he probably stay alive. Big stays alive because I'm sure Big got killed, you know what I'm saying, because of collateral damage with Pac, you know what I'm saying, being in LA at the wrong time. So think about if the gang culture don't infiltrate hip hop, because you name Pop Smoke, rest in peace to this kid. He was a Crip. Nipsey Hussle was a Crip. Mo 3, I don't know if he's blood or Crip, but he's in the gang. King Von was in the gang. All of these kids that's getting killed, the correlation of the common denominator is gangs, bro. And I I wrote a song called Color Purple years ago, like 2004. If you were true to life, thug, sweep that shit under the rug, give each other a hug. Cause I seen from jail and Rikers Island what was happening. The blood shit wasn't our shit. The gang shit wasn't no New York. We had little crews and low lives, your little crew, your little posse. But this whole, we a gang and this is the set and we throwing on these bandanas. That shit was new to us. You dig what I'm talking about? So when they coach even the slang, calling your shit a set, was we ain't call our shit a set. That was my block, my hood, you know what I'm saying? We ain't, word to the set. So now I'm like, oh, this shit is really infiltrating, and it started from jail. It started in prison. So when I was seeing that, I was like, nah, if this shit gets in hip hop, it's gonna be a problem. If this shit keeps growing and growing in hip hop, because what I asked a young kid the other day, I said, yo, young blood, he in the gang. So I said, just as an OG, what's the positive parts of being in this gang? Like, what's your end game? and he ain't had no answer.
And that's where we step in.
That's where we step in as elders, and that's what I was trying to do that with my record deal.
Right.
And the people that powers to be, as we're gonna refer to them, said, nah, this ain't what we promote. We don't promote. Yeah, we promote the destruction of your community. We don't promote uplifting y'all shit. We don't. And they pretty much, one exec told me, yo, you can, because I had songs like Pain in My Life. I had songs like Gotta Believe It, like uplifting. And they say, yo, you could bust your artistic nut on the rest of your album, but we need our three singles to sell this record. Right. Meaning ass, titties, thug, gangster. Shit to sell.
Right.
You dig what I'm telling about?
And that's really fucked up because, you know, before the generation that came before me was the fight the power generation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Self-destruction generation. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then
that was the right direction.
You know what I'm saying? And then here
fighting against the crack era.
Right. And they didn't want that.
They didn't want that.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't want that. Because it's an awakening. They don't want what's going on.
No.
It's an awakening. And if you got somebody with your foot on their neck, the last thing you want them to do is wake up. Because then they're going to be able to just start fighting to get your foot off their neck. The steel boot. You dig what I'm saying? So I want to keep you drugged and sleep and fucked up like that. That's why when I look at like the segue into y'all career, right? Mobb Deep, which is one of the best groups of all time, hands down.
Thank you.
And you got some of the best. Y'all got legendary music that transcends like white, black, Chinese. I've been all over the world. Like I lost half my fan base when we had that fight, bro. I lost half my fan base, bro.
They back now.
I woke up. They back now. Thank you, King. Look, we're friends, bro. Rest in peace, HNIC.
Straight up.
But what they don't know, we was friends before that.
Absolutely.
That's a whole different story. But back to what I was saying, man. Like, y'all music transcend, like, and this is what I love about Prodigy. Prodigy was early on. Even through the gangster shit, there was always Illuminati, want my mind, soul, and my body, secret society. And as you've seen him grow as an artist, you've seen his consciousness grow. His consciousness started to grow when he was putting it in the music. And I started to love it. I'm like, damn, P is trying to wake niggas up on the low. You know what I'm saying? He still gotta stay, he gotta make his money. So you know what I mean? He gotta do what he will work.
True indeed.
But he's putting the medicine in the candy.
That's right.
And I followed that. I said, oh shit, you could still be a little bit gangster and say something. And I think Tupac was doing that as well, because for every fuck you song, there was an uplifting song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
And when I seen the mob start to do it, it was like, all right, this is, you know what I mean? You could do this. And I think somewhere down the line, somebody came and said, nah, they trying to sneak, man.
You know, so they don't want that. And, you know, like, you know, to your point, you know, the powers that be, you know what I'm saying? They all for the demise. You know what I mean?
I believe it.
And we all, you know, indispensable. You know what I mean? We can be replaced. They don't care. They putting insurance policies on these young artists. You know what I'm saying? Because they just hedging their bets. You know what I'm saying? They like, he gonna get into some shit. You know what I mean? And you know, I think that there need to be some kind of movement started like, yo, you know what I'm saying? God save the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Protect the rappers. You know, there's no respect for the artists no more. You understand what I'm saying? Granted that some artists put themselves in certain positions.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
I be look, not to cut your wisdom, but I look at it where if I feel like I'm anywhere where I need a gun, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I'm not over there.
Yeah, anywhere where I think I need a gun, I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Nope. And I think a lot of these artists, they've been programmed to think I gotta prove something. Right. I gotta prove I'm gangster. I could still go back to the hood. For what, man? The point is, if you ain't going back there to pick up your little sister or drop some money off to somebody who need it, if you going to linger in the neighborhood, you gotta understand, especially when you get on your records and talk about how good you're doing, or you wear it on your neck. A lot of people wear $300,000-$400,000 on their neck and go around somebody who might not know where how they gonna pay the light bill.
They dangling meat in front of
wolves. You dangling meat in front of a wolf. So it's like, how could you not expect these guys for you to be fooled?
Come on.
But when we was growing up, if you was wearing jewelry, you had to be somebody who was official.
Straight up.
Or they was coming to get in. You know, anybody could rock jewelry. Like, you had, even before the rap shit.
Right.
If you was gonna come through heavy, either you was gonna clap that thing or you had a family that was gonna
straight up
do something if somebody did something.
That respect.
That respect.
You understand what I'm saying?
So nowadays they think money buy respect. And money
Not at
don't
all.
buy that. It
Not
don't
at
buy
all.
that. So when you go into these nooks and crannies and go into niggas' neighborhoods, flossing and all the girls,
it can happen.
you become a target.
Absolutely.
Like niggas wasn't trying to rob Q-Tip. Niggas wasn't trying to rob De La Soul and them niggas. They go in any neighborhood.
But I heard De La Soul would have gave it back to you though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of those, they said, what you call ran was MC Hammer was running down on there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like what you had to say?
MC Hammer had the hammers.
MC Hammer, see? So you ain't have, but he ain't portray that in his music.
Nah, he didn't. They didn't have to. You know what I mean?
They ain't had to, man.
You know.
And you come from Queensbridge, bro. Like QB, right? I done did the knowledge in my head. Compton got a lot of shit came out of Compton, but if I had to go to one place, and Compton's a city, Queensbridge is a fucking project. It's a
one project.
Little
city.
Little city within Long Island. Like you go to Long Island City, that's QB right there.
City within a city.
City within, they got their own stores, fucking supermarkets right in the jet.
You don't gotta go nowhere. They don't want niggas to go nowhere.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
But all the lineage of hip hop that came from QB, right? From Marley Marl to Shan to Roxanne Shante to Craig G to even Poet and them, like you go,
Capone.
you can go Capone, Nori, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, Nas, like how was that? Like did you know, not QB, something in the water in Queensbridge, man.
Yeah, I was just talking.
Something in the water.
I was just
Ron
talking.
Artest, like
right.
niggas ain't got NBA players, Marley Marl.
Yeah, you know.
Like the fuck?
Yeah,
I know
NBA
it's a big project,
but
damn.
I mean, I really can't explain it, but one thing I will say that having growing up around those kind of people definitely was inspirational. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we feeding off of each other. You know what I mean? You see Marley Marl, you a little kid, you like, oh shit, this nigga coming through in a BMW. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wasn't thinking about Robert Marley Marl. You know what I'm saying? It's like the love was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Roxanne Shante.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just inspirational.
MC
So to
Shan.
see that, if they could do it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? We could do it. You know what I mean?
That close to you.
And I think that
might be
your proverbial water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's your proverbial water right there.
Seeing 3-4 people from the same neighborhood.
Make it from the same neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? And that's I'm pretty sure.
And that little nigga Nas was paying attention.
Bro.
Because he came and did some shit.
Son. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did y'all know before he got his deal? Like, if this kid get in, he's...
So,
like,
I used to hang with him, like, you know what I'm saying? When we was like, like 16, 17, we started hanging around each other or whatever. And, I didn't know he rapped, but then, I found out that he rapped. He already knew I rap. So they was like, oh, bust a rap. You know what I'm saying? So I bust a rap, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then, now he busts his rap. And it's like, it was not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, y'all niggas set me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's just too ill.
That's crazy.
And so from there, I was like, yo, if this dude get a record deal,
because y'all had y'all deal already, right?
Yeah, we did. And, and the record didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of felt crazy. You know what I mean? Like but then Nas come through with the halftime, his shit take off. And our shit ain't take off. Yeah, it's back to the drawing board. Right? Yeah. But he set a high fucking bar.
Did he?
You understand? That bar was crazy. And it's like, I don't know, if you gotta be a bold motherfucker to think that you can even compete with that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? To be like, yo, we gotta.
Nah, cause like every now and then there's an artist that come that just goes and make the whole game switch, and that was Nas at the time.
That he definitely did.
Yeah, that was like that was Nas. That was like when X came, he was like, "What the fuck going on?" Like Snoop. Like when you first heard Snoop, and you like, "What the fuck is?" I never heard nothing like this.
Right.
So I'm just thinking about growing up in that project, being around, like knowing Roxanne Shante grew up there, MC Shan
on my block.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah, Roxanne Shante was right on my block around the corner. Her and Capone lived in the same building. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we used to, Capone.
So when y'all growing up and shit, and y'all all around all this talent, y'all know, okay, we got a shot because we watched it. Y'all actually get a shot as teenagers. What was the first label? Yep. The first,
Fourth and Broadway.
Fourth and Broadway, right? That's
Fourth
what
and
wasn't
Broadway.
PnB Rock came over?
Yeah, they was there at one point, at one time.
at
By
one
the time we
time.
got over there, I don't think they was there no
Gone,
more.
man.
But they was there, so that's what kind of attracted us to that label.
Yeah, like you look, you think about the little logo going around on the record. Yeah, that shit look
you know
important.
What I'm saying? You like, all right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I still see the Epic label and think about Michael Jackson, Thriller.
All day long.
Yeah, that's
all day long.
That nigga made
all
that.
Day,
that album
on.
made that logo famous.
Right.
I
All
like
day
yo. You
long,
look
son.
at that shit. Remember spinning that shit, spinning as a kid.
You can't look at it without thinking about Michael.
Exactly. Did
they even have any other artists? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they have any other artists?
Back then, who the fuck
knows? No disrespect to the artists that were there,
but
but you know, did they? You know,
that nigga made that logo something special. I remember I used to stare at that shit as a kid.
Right. It was.
So
it was epic.
It was epic.
It was, you know what I mean?
No pun intended. It was epic.
Right.
So Fourth and Broadway, when I got into hip hop, had that kind of effect on me too. So I can see how y'all could look at that logo and be like, damn.
And MOP was over there.
They was on Fourth
I
and Broadway?
believe MOP was over there.
Nah,
Word.
I don't think so. I
Nah,
think they
I'm
started
dead ass. Little Fame, and I think they was called The Family or something like that.
Oh,
at
when
the
y'all
time.
got there?
The Hill is Real. It was like The Hill is Real or something like that.
Yeah.
And they was over there on Fourth
when
and Broadway.
when y'all got there. Or,
Yeah, they was there.
Oh,
I think
shit.
they was called The Hill is Real or
because
something like that.
hardcore might have been 93. When was The Pressure? 92?
I can't really remember. The Pressure. The Pressure was like 93.
93?
It was like 93.
Hit It From the Back was 90.
Yeah, all of that was like 93. You know what I'm saying? We made it in 92, came out in 93. And The Hill That's Real. I'm telling you, MOP, they was over
How
there.
about some hardcore then?
Yeah, how about some hardcore?
Yeah.
They might have been MOP at that time,
Yeah.
but I remember
That was
being
the crew, The Hill. That's what they
Oh,
called
that's
it.
what it was. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
that's the
cool.
crew. They
Because
all
that's
from-
what they was
they
saying
from
to
up
me
the
up
hill,
at the label.
up the hill in
I
Brownsville.
never met them or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But
up
I
the
knew
hill.
they was from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Up the hill. They from up the hill. That's
Right,
it. They used to
and
say
we
that.
used
From
to
the
say
hill,
that,
that's real.
and we used to say that shit around our way about on the hill.
On the
you know
hill,
what I mean?
on the bridge.
So
right?
you know that kind of struck me a little.
So
close.
when y'all transition from like, all right, we ain't fuck this poetical prophet. We gon' this little nigga Nas just came out. This nigga done got the hood on fire. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you, because I was a spectator at the time just watching. And when y'all came with that motherfucking shook ones, bro, it was like, yo, niggas was like, Nas, niggas banging on your door.
Son.
That's when it got crazy. I was like, they banging on Nas' door, bro. Like
the pressure
these
was
niggas.
on.
Yeah, and then Survival of the Fittest. But I ain't gonna lie, them beats was just that production, bro. Whatever you was fucking doing, I don't know where your head was at.
That was a whole bunch of St. Ives and OE. You know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of St. Ives and OE.
Damn.
You know, had a nigga in the zone. And plus, you know, we was in the projects making the beats. You know what I'm saying? We was in the hood because the music, the equipment was at Prodigy crib.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes he would get sick a lot and he wouldn't be home. And then I would have to travel like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to get to Long Island. So I was like, you know what? Let's bring the crib, let's bring the equipment to Queensbridge so we could get like a better vibe. You know what I mean? Because we used to be in Long Island, just secluded.
Is that when Prodigy came to Queensbridge? Or he was there before that?
He was there before. I used to bring him with me, you know what I'm saying, to QB and all of that. And then, you know, some of the crew, all of the crew, we used to all go to Long Island. But it was like, yo, he was out in Queensbridge so much, it was like, just bring the equipment to QB. Because now you could just be outside.
That's the best decision.
You could be outside, you get that vibe.
Yeah, you get the feel.
I used to get that vibe.
You can make a beat, go right outside, see how it affect it, see how it
and then go right upstairs.
Yeah, go upstairs.
And just be like, in the zone, like you know what I'm saying, and
nah, that's dope. And I mean, that's probably the best thing you ever. That was the best idea because you could feel it in the music.
It was a natural decision, you know what I mean? Because it's like you need, because you know what? Because sometimes I used to be in the club, and I used to go to the club to be seeing how people was reacting to different records.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? And then go home and make beats. Yeah. So it only made sense that I had the equipment in QB because that's where all the vibe was coming from, that we're all, you know, everything that our environment that we was rapping about, it was coming from there. So I didn't want to wait too long to be like, okay, some shit just happened, let me go make some beats, and I take 2 hours for me to go get to the music equipment. I said, no. I needed to be spontaneous. As soon as some shit happened, and just be like.
But you could feel it in the music.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, it feel like if a motherfucker never walked through Queensbridge, they throw on the Infamous, they could feel like they've been and especially with the packaging and all that, the way I did the album artwork and all that, it feel like you in the projects when you throw that disc on. You know what I mean? From the beginning to the end.
But you being from Brooklyn,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What inspired you? Like who from around your way like inspired you? Like
I grew up all over. I moved to Brooklyn when I was a kid.
Okay.
So I grew up all over. But I was inspired by like I started rapping when I was like 8.
Oh shit.
Like a baby because my older cousins was in it, and that was my guidance. You know what I'm saying? So wherever I'm at the time, I'm checking for. I remember the first shit I heard was like UTFO, man. Yum. I'm like, this shit is weird. And then the Fat Boys, Run DMC, of course, because they was the popping shit.
Right.
But it still was like, oh, that shit was popular. But when I started to really like delve into other artists, that was even when Public Enemy came out with their first shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what the fuck is this? Like Rebel, my Uzi weighs a ton. Hold it, I get up, I get down. My Uzi weighs a ton. Hold up. I'm like, this shit's different. And then I was like, this is crazy. This is some shit that and then I fell in love with just writing down. And I was learning, hip hop was teaching me how to read and shit. I had no interest in school until I started listening to hip hop. And then niggas, remember you can buy the tape with all the lyrics be there. So
for real?
Yeah, you remember back in the day, it was written as got all the lyrics on.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know, so you can read along with the shit.
Got you.
Read along with it. So
I used to write this shit down.
I used to write it too. I used to, because some of them niggas ain't had this shit. So if you ain't have it, I write it down.
I used to write the whole shit down.
So I could memorize it, so I know it.
Right, because then you could
and then you ain't know word. You go look the word up. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? You go, and so it's giving us vocabulary. It's doing a lot for us. That was the power of this culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The power of this culture. You teach motherfuckers that only want to read and write. Right. And now they reading and writing because they writing down these rap lyrics. Absolutely. It's so polarizing.
Absolutely. And not to cut you off. So now to go back to see like as artists what we do, you know what I'm saying, how creative we are and what we do, and for somebody to just come along and just kill
and take it about
fucking somebody.
This not only that, but it's deeper than that. It's because they it's the people with the money, right? Telling these kids this is what you gotta represent. You gotta represent this shit that's probably gonna make somebody want to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna make somebody want to kill you. Like you said, they tell you this is what works. You gotta go out here and throw these chains on. Yeah, go out here and floss. Like you said, these niggas, you got ops, you got this, you got like even like I said, I grew up listening to throw your guns in the air. We ain't hear about Onyx and them niggas really being in shootouts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, them niggas was like, let's do slam and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas was like, yo, it's a record, it's an image. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like, fuck that image, we keeping it real. But now that the DAs is coming down on niggas, they be like, nah, it's an image. Like, you gotta figure the shit out. Because now not only niggas getting killed, niggas is getting locked up. Look how many niggas get RICO charges.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And you telling me that ain't by design? That shit is by design, King.
Yeah,
that shit is by design.
But at some point, you know.
Cause y'all was getting it. Mobb Deep, I remember, y'all niggas was known for a certain thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was deep, niggas beating niggas up, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get beat up, niggas get shot up, you know what I'm saying? It was happening. But at the same time, the way it's happening now, it was like, it's just so prevalent. It's almost like
too prevalent.
You almost like you expecting the shit to happen.
Yeah.
Like, who next?
It's disgusting.
It's fucking disgusting,
It's
King.
disgusting.
To get back on some Mobb Deep shit, this is what I want to ask about, right? Because after the success of the infamous album, right? Y'all went to Hell on Earth, right? And that's another classic. Y'all got 3 certified, 3.5 like certified undeniable classic albums. And when Hell on Earth came out, I was like, okay, it ain't no sophomore jinx. Y'all started to make money now. Now y'all making money and shit, right? Now y'all get into the bag. And then y'all drop motherfucking, what came out there? Murder Music, right?
Murder Music
came. And I think that's the one that changed the game. That was the game changer.
Yeah.
What the fuck made you sample the message though?
Cause I ran out of fucking samples. You know what I'm saying? Like literally ran out of samples. I'm in my crib, fucking bored, making beats. I'm like, damn, what can I sample next? So I got this Sugar Hill record just sitting there. I'm looking at the shit every day, just flinging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not flinging it because it was whack. I mean, I love the message, but I never thought that it would be a viable record to sample. I just had it for whatever reason. And then one day I said, you know what? Fuck it, let me put this shit on. So I put it on. And, you know, I always like to slow shit down. You know what I'm saying, when I sample it. And that was a fast record. So I said, well, how would it sound slowed down? Slowed it down. I said, all right. Triton was popping at the time. I said, let me add some keys on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional keyboard player, but I play by ear. So I just, and just kept that melody, put that on top, threw the shit to the back. And that was that. Prodigy used to come to my house every day, listening to beats while I was upstairs sleeping. And I came down, he said, Havoc, what's this? I was like, oh, this is some shit I made. And he did a whole song to it.
Oh man, thank you for that, P.
Right, did a whole song to it.
Son, cause that, oh man, and Prodigy's the king of the one-liners, like we was talking about. Prodigy, I was watching his Just Blaze podcast, and he asked Jadakiss the top 5 voices in hip hop history, and you know he had some good picks. I ain't gonna lie. He said like Guru, he said like Method Man. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who else he said, but I think he left P out, man. And to me, I gotta put P number 1.
He got one of those
Prodigy
definitely
had the best voice.
You know,
I put my lifetime. I mean, it just
the voice, the cadence.
The nigga, the cadence of that voice just made
crazy.
him. He ain't even have to rhyme his words sometimes, and it still sounded dope.
Yeah,
like,
he did that a lot.
Yeah, like you don't even
like,
got.
In my head, I'm like, yo, that shit didn't even rhyme. So, but he pulled that shit off. You know what I mean?
Well, he just like trust me on this, bro.
Yeah, I never questioned.
And then y'all threw Kim on the Quiet Storm. Right. Y'all invented the Little Kim dance, bro. yo, everything. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Y'all invented the Little Kim shit, bro.
It's crazy.
That shit gave her a whole new swag.
Yeah. I mean, she do it to this day. You know
this day,
that's like the favorite part of the song. They like, fuck the lyrics. She just start going like that. It's over. It's like Havoc who's on stage. That's just her on stage.
She do that, it's over, bro.
Yeah, she took the song from me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's her song,
that's
but
fire though.
You know, God bless her. That's like my sister.
Nah, that's fire though. I think that shit.
No. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, that was a smart move for y'all throw her on it.
Hell yeah, because you know, before that, it was just straight sausage fest at the parties. We was like, yo, son, we need some.
Yeah, we need some energy for this.
Some shorty fans, you know what I mean? So that's why.
Like I said, I was at the video shoot. I was at the Quiet Storm.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, they had the rain. I was sitting there like, because I was just getting out of prison, bro. And I'm like, not only am I at a Mobb Deep shoot, but Lil' Kim sitting in the car. I'm like, yo.
Right.
I'm sitting there like mesmerized. You know what I'm
Crazy.
Saying? Not knowing we gonna be fighting a few years later and shit.
Can't predict the future.
I couldn't predict the future, but I'm sitting there mesmerized by this shit. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro. That's Lil' Kim. That's Mobb, and then y'all had a little the trailer. It was right there in the city. I'm like, yo,
right there. I think it was we did that in the Supper Club. It was like right outside the Supper Club.
Right outside the club. Exactly.
Right outside the Supper Club.
That's the first time I seen fake rain. I'm like, niggas can make rain and shit.
Right, make it rain.
Yeah, they had it. I'm like, this shit is this. And that was another aspect of my life where I gotta make it. Cause I ain't have a deal or demo or nothing. I just had a dream and a book bag full of raps that I wrote.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, if I could get close to Mobb Deep this fast, I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? And then we became friends ultimately.
Yep.
And speaking of Kim, right? Not to segue off too far, but Little Kim, right? I think Kim kind of like set the tone with the hypersexuality in hip hop for females.
For sure.
Would you say so?
Absolutely. You know, because she came through and she wasn't shy about her sexuality at all.
Yeah, saying like the most off the wall shit. I mean, then you had, because before that, what we had, Salt and Pepper? Like Push It was the most raunchy shit.
Right, Push It.
Yeah, you know Push It. We looking like, this is crazy.
Right.
Kim came and took that shit somewhere else.
She pushed the envelope.
She pushed the envelope.
She definitely did.
And now I see a lot of her influence. This is what I mean about the influence of certain artists. Because now, ain't a female rapper that's popping that I don't see the Little Kim influence in.
Straight up.
Not one.
They need to give her flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, they give Kim get her flowers all day. Yeah, but you know, those future would-be female MCs, they need to pay homage because that's the.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think that it's by design or by reason where like all the female rappers is like my pussy, like over sexuality.
Right.
And then an artist like Lauryn Hill probably wouldn't thrive in today's rap. Like she can come out with that same album
right.
today, which won 5 Grammys in one night.
Right.
And being that she's saying, girl, you know you better watch out, which is going against what was. Right. Now we got, no disrespect to these young ladies, but now we got Lotto, she twerks. We got, you either twerking or you sucking some dick or you throwing some pussy or you getting a nigga for his money. It ain't nothing that's saying beneficial to being a black woman. Right. And if you do it, feel like you got an artist like Rhapsody who's fucking incredible.
Amazing.
And then she don't get no burn.
I mean, she get the burn where it's well deserved, right? And ultimately, she will be remembered. You know what I mean? Because she.
You think so, man?
I believe so. I would like to think so. I would hope so. Yeah. You know, she will be remembered because she stand out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Lauryn Hill, if she came out with the album today, with that album, I think it would stand out and it would do the same numbers, maybe even more, because it stands out. You understand what I'm saying?
No, bro. But think about
I think because it stands out.
Because there's a lot of great music that's in that vein and it's not standing out.
But Lauryn Hill is like beyond great. You understand what I'm saying? That's an anomaly. You know what I mean?
There's some anomalies out there. It's just they just not getting no burn, my nigga. Like,
I think.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go search for that shit. Because,
true indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
True indeed. But I'm the person that I always say this. You know, if somebody put out something that's great and it's not getting no burn, and they give up, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep pushing.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because good music is good music, and it's gonna get hurt.
But I think this internet wave is different because a lot of the music that I hear, I see it and it does well, and I say this ain't nothing about the music. This is all about the way the nigga look. The nigga got a look, his gimmick, you know what I'm saying? Because the music don't even make no fucking sense. And I like Lil Yachty and them niggas, I'm not gonna front, Lil Uzi Vert, them niggas to me is trash. Like I when it comes to hip hop, I don't bite my tongue. Like cause I try to listen like from a artistic standpoint. And I some of that shit I hear the appeal in it. I'll be like, but then I say, oh, this thing.
You say you can hear the appeal.
Yeah, I hear the appeal. I say, I see why this is appealing. You know what I'm saying? But then I start looking for anything outside of the package. Like Ice Spice, for instance. Right. If we didn't know what Ice Spice looked like, would we be loving that record?
Me personally,
if we didn't see the Annie looking hair. Think about it.
Okay,
if we didn't see the Annie hair, the image. Let's say, you know, they say video killed the radio star, right? Let's say it was up to these motherfuckers' actual music to become a star. How many would you think it would work? They don't figure out marketing like wrestling, bro.
You know what? I really try to step outside the box and listen to the music without trying to think about the artist, right? You know what I mean? And I'm listening to the lyrics. At first, in the beginning, for a lot of years, I always was like, that shit is whack, right? But then I started thinking, I was like, yo, these people was from a different generation. So I'm looking at it through a lens that I won't be able to understand. I know.
Nas was 17 when he made Illmatic.
I know.
Eric B. and Rakim.
But you gotta think about it.
Out,
the internet is dumbing everything down.
That's my point.
The internet is dumbing things down.
You making my point.
But to them, it's not dumbed down. To them, it's like.
But to us, it is. That's like if my kids say, yo, I shouldn't know multiplication in 12th and 10th grade. Yes, you should.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know certain shit.
But think about it. Your kids, they listen to this music, don't they? They listen to it, right?
My son don't. My son
he don't fuck with it?
Into it. My daughter like old school music.
Oh, she like
thinks it's trash.
Okay, so you got.
My daughter thinks it's trash.
So you got exceptional children that I expect you to have.
My daughters be like.
But the majority of them, they listening to this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's on a timeline.
They can't tell the difference. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's up to us.
True indeed. But now we got to think about it.
Our parents did it for us.
But think about
our parents taught us about the Temptations. They taught us about artists.
But they didn't like our music.
The same artists you were sampling.
But they didn't like our music.
But your music was just their music, sampled. You was taking their music,
but they wasn't partying with us.
No, they wasn't.
They wasn't listening to our music. So it's the same thing every generation. Every generation. You understand?
Check it out though. this is the difference, right? We were smart enough because the intelligence came in to what hip hop was. Because hip hop was sampling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hip hop was taking some shit, chopping it. Niggas would take a turntable and make an instrument out of a turntable and make zigga, zigga, zigga.
Right.
You couldn't be on no lower vibrations coming up with that kind of shit. Even when you look at graffiti, how motherfucker could tag on the side of a bridge. You be like, how the fuck did niggas get up there?
Get over there.
Get over there. Now niggas sip some syrup and be sitting here lean the fuck out and be like, this is cool. Man. We gotta tell these niggas this shit ain't cool, bro.
True indeed.
Because now y'all dying. Now y'all losing y'all lives.
Right.
Now we watching these kids implode. Now it ain't fun no more.
Right.
First we could point at them and be like, look at this. Now we gotta step up and be like, we the elders, bro.
True indeed.
We the elders, and we gotta give these young motherfuckers guidance because they dying every day. We gotta tell these guys.
They not trying to listen. They not trying to listen.
They're gonna have to listen, bro. Listen or be left behind, and that's what's happening. And we watching it. Because these young ladies, I'm not telling these young ladies not to get the bag, but stop teaching our fucking little girls. But I got 2 daughters I'm raising. I don't want my daughter to go up against OnlyFans, to where you promoting this shit. Oh, what make my daughter think she? What's her logical reason to go to school and get an education if y'all promoting? Oh, she could get naked on the internet and make $500,000 a year. What's the fuck is her motive to say, nah, I want to go work the hard way and go be a nurse or go be a doctor or go be a chiropractor or veterinarian, whatever the fuck.
Like you said, that's up to us.
It's up to us.
Right. We gotta instill that in.
But then look what we up against, especially when y'all taking hip hop, which is our strongest weapon, and using it against us. They using hip hop shit against us.
True indeed.
With the gang banging shit too, bro. The gang banging shit is wiping us out. Yo, in Chicago on Halloween, which was yesterday, man. 44 people getting shot, bro. Man. What the fuck is that? That's more than Ukraine.
Right.
They like niggas
and they in a war.
Yeah, they in a fucking war.
On paper. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So yeah, man, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's somebody, I'm not gonna point no fingers and put no group and say it's a group of people or this is that, but there's something really that's designing, this shit gotta be by design, because like for artists, like you said, we came up in an era where we went to hip hop for guidance. You know what I'm saying? We had Queen Latifah, Ladies First. She had a song called Who You Calling the Bitch? UNITY, that's a unity. Who you calling a bitch? Where she's like, I'm a black queen, you can't call me a bitch. To where now the women call themselves bitches. I'm a bitch, I'm the bat. They call themselves savages, bro. A savage eat out the fucking garbage, bro. A savage will do anything. So when I hear a young lady be like, I'm a savage, I'm like, damn, a savage? Like there's a lot of shit you can call yourself. I wouldn't even call myself a savage, bro.
No doubt.
And I done did some savage shit in my life, but I wouldn't.
I'm saying, but look.
What do you think that is, Ken?
Because niggas is treating these women like shit and they gotta become a fucking savage sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
That's bad, that's on us.
It is bad, it is on us. We gotta start treating the ladies a little bit better, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You gotta treat them a little bit better.
That's like, for instance, right, we talking about Prodigy and his enlightenment. We got Kanye West, right, a good friend of both of ours, right? Somebody we both know. And we watching him go through a public meltdown like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen a public figure go through this much. I mean, to the point where I don't know if it's social media and it's a new media age, but I can't lift up my phone without scrolling unless three scrolls is yay, something about Kanye.
Right.
Something about Kanye. And Prodigy, you being from Mobb Deep with Prodigy, saying a lot of the shit that's kind of on the same, it correlates with what Kanye's saying. Like there's some forces out there working against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you think Prodigy would view this whole thing with Kanye and not just Kanye, but what's going on in the world right now?
I would say like this, like it's hard to say because I hate to speak for somebody else, but being around him as long as I have, you know what I mean? I would say what he would have to say about this would be like, first of all, number one, he wouldn't call out a people. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't call out a people or a religion. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do that because now I think you just cutting yourself off by the knees and if you have a message, nobody's not gonna listen to it now because now you generalizing the people and stuff like that. And that's just foul territory that you don't even want to go into. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just productive to any kind of message that you're trying to get out. So I think that he would have been against that, right? You know, Prodigy, you know, he talk about the Illuminati. Okay, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It could be a little bit of these, a little bit of that, a little bit of him, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you
black
know,
guys, white guys,
right? You know what I'm saying? Because we got black
kind.
devils, you know what I'm saying, and whoever devils.
Yeah.
So I just think that he would have kind of took that approach.
I think that's what Kanye fucked up. And I'm gonna give you an example because you don't if you got a personal issue with something, it feel like he had a personal issue with somebody and made it his own and just was like, I can get the people to rally behind my personal beef if I'm gonna give you an example. When I grew up in prison, right, I was in a 5% nation. I was a 5%er. So my enlighteners and people was telling me the white man is the devil. They didn't say, so when you're in prison, it's easy to, as a kid especially, I'm a teenager, it's easy to buy into this philosophy, not only because I'm green, but also the dude that locks me in is a white guy. The dude that's gonna fuck me up is a white dude. So I'm buying into this philosophy because I'm young. It's the first time I'm hearing it. They talk slick. They break down some lessons. The white man's the devil. So subliminally you start thinking, oh, just white people's the devil.
Right.
And then I get out of prison and I'm fucking homeless and there's a white man, not only a white man, a Jewish white man named Mark Ronson, who fucking takes me out of the street and gives me a roof and makes me be able to pay my bills.
Did I go?
And another guy named Rich Kleiman, another Jewish guy, who a lot of black people was saying, fuck you, nigga, figure it out.
Did I go?
And 2 white people came, so now I'm confused. I'm like, and that's what fucks you up when you marginalize, you put everybody in the same, all groups in a barrel. Because these are two white men, 2 Jewish men who damn near saved my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let's talk about this. There's a flip side to that coin. You understand what I'm saying?
Which is what?
Let's just isolate that he talked about, he tried to generalize the people. Let's just take that. That was wrong. That was bad. The other things that he was talking about was, you know, how, you know, black people is, you know, they get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And you can't just ignore that. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
You know, I'm not saying that you're ignoring it.
Yeah.
But I just see everybody ignoring it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we just skipping over the fact that he is trying to, like, you know, move for the black community.
I told Kanye in his face, and I got a clip of it on tape. I said, Kanye, you don't give a fuck about the black community. I told him this. First of all, you can't. This is why I'm not buying that shit.
Right.
No way.
But hold on.
Okay.
But in the same breath, he said some shit about George Floyd. So now it's like,
which is my cousin.
It's like,
which is
look at that.
I'm related to George Floyd.
Look at that.
So now you don't piss my whole.
Now you fucked up your message again.
They distant relatives, but these are still my relatives. So I'm feeling the pain through Andrew, through Sharon, through my friend Sharon Floyd, and all of these people. I feel the pain. And I love, as much as I love Kanye as an artist and as a man, I just think a lot of the things he does is from a self-centered place. I told him in his face, like, we could run the tape. It's on tape. I told him right in his face, Kanye don't give a fuck. I'm talking to him, Farrah Gray, which is Khalid Muhammad's son, and I'm trying to break down the importance of the struggle. And he like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. He pretty much brushed me off. So I told him in his face, man, you don't give a fuck about the plight. And this is a couple years ago. Kanye don't care about the people. So now to see this, because how you want us to rally behind you and you just had a White Lives Matter shirt on 2 days prior to that. This is where you had a MAGA hat.
It's like, hard to stick up for him. I will say that.
Yeah, this is where you fucking get.
I will say that.
This is where we get. Not only that, this is where I see the contradiction. And I love Pusha T as well, right?
Right.
But your last song, last video I seen Kanye in, right? It's a song about selling coke. I got snow. He's throwing snow everywhere. How you go from that to Jesus in the next video? You can't.
Who went to Jesus in the next
Kanye is Jesus. That's his new thing. Religion, walking around with the brand.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm sure now you in a video, a cocaine video.
Right.
Now I'm confused because it ain't like you need that to get the bag. Why you promoting cocaine when you got all this money? You can't. Ain't no excuse for it. You can't say, yo, I gotta come up. This is what's work. You got the bag. So why would you promote something that you know is detrimental as detrimental as crack and cocaine was to our community, as powerful as you are? Why would you be out there putting that shit out there? And then tomorrow you be like, yo, follow my congregation.
I mean, look.
Make it make sense, Hav.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to make it make sense, but nobody never said he was a saint. You know what I'm saying?
He's
like
far from a saint,
he's a human being.
But now he's acting like a saint.
I mean, he's a human being.
But now he's acting like a saint. But I can't.
He has
love
flaws.
Kanye.
No, we all love. We all love Kanye, and we could sit here and debate about that shit forever. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And then no matter what we say, somebody's gonna be offended, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But and that's how it goes.
Come on, man. You can't. If you talking about I'm a billionaire and you talking to the everyday person who don't know how to pay their lights, you gotta really, 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 not just because they giving you economic hell right now. That should have been your plight off the rip. Shout out to Ron Fest, but I know things that Ron Fest is a great friend of mine who probably is the only person in the world who loves Kanye unconditionally. And I'll probably say Consequence as well, because Consequence was always around. But he got a lot of people around him who don't love him. They only love you because of who you are and what you could do for them. And the people that I know who are around you that love you, you shun them, you shut them out because they telling you shit you don't want to hear. And that's not right. That's the thing is, you got to listen to the people that love you, because now that we watching this public meltdown, which I hate to see. I hate to see it, and everybody has a voice and opinion. And he has to. I was on Love and Hip Hop for 1 year, and I couldn't take the scrutiny. Right. I had to delete all my social media. I'm like, I don't want to see it. What I don't know won't hurt me. Right. But he's seeing all of this hate. No, you got this people from all walks of life who's like, this guy's the worst person in the world. So that's a lot for one man to take.
Yeah, but it's really gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out. Like what's the end game?
And I really hope and pray for the brother, man. I really does.
Look, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He said some shit that upset a lot of fucking people, right? That's there. But now you got people, taking sides.
Now they fucking with Kyrie.
Right, they fucking, and they got signs, saying that, Kanye was right. Yeah. Now you fucking playing with fire. You understand what I'm saying? Now the extremists are coming out. Yeah. The extremists are coming out. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And bro, he got enough money to just fucking go away for 10 years.
Think about the
because that shit is like, that's not good when people start to put up signs like that.
Think about who you trying to get, because now the Nazis are saying we riding with Ye. Not only did he say this, but he rocks the MAGA hat. He's a Trump supporter. You making yourself look like a straight white supremacist.
Oh man,
you doing everything that the skinheads and shit the white supremacists be doing.
When I think about that, it just made me just want to go to sleep.
But then you saying, yo, my people, I need y'all, rally behind me. Yeah. And we on the fence because we want to. Right. We want to rally behind you, King. We see the bravery in what you're doing, but I don't think it was bravery. I think it was foolish. I think you didn't even realize what the fuck you was stepping into. And you got
He apologized.
He apologized like 17 times.
I know he apologized, but I want to say this. Look, everybody else, when one of their peoples fuck up, they acknowledge that they fucked up and they stand behind them. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, you fucked up, bro.
But I got you,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think we should abandon him.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you fucked up.
My son designed his hoodie.
Word.
Right? I was telling you.
That's genius.
My son is 10 years old. He designed his hoodie. He got his own clothing line. And he's inspired by Kanye West. So he's an inspiration to a young 10-year-old kid to be a designer. We can't be the ones to cancel that.
Right.
Just for him being a billionaire, just as him making it where he made it, we can't sit here and go, oh, because this man made a statement, he's dead. Like, we gotta.
And just like like you said earlier, our responsibility to show the youngins a different way. Yeah. He might be, as a people, our responsibility be like, nah, man, you did wrong. You shitted on us. Yeah. You shitted on us a little bit, but we still here for you. Yeah,
we should.
And you fucked up. You can't talk about.
He not canceling
You can't be
world.
Talking about people and generalize the people and be like, yo, because he once upon a time said slavery was a choice, right? Yeah. So why you complaining about record company owners because it's our choice as artists to get on a label.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Every deal
So
you was in was your choice.
it was your choice.
Yeah,
so
we
you
did
can't.
that.
That's just a losing argument.
I
but
think it
going
was
back
personal.
to it probably was some personal shit that happened.
He didn't like the way they was
and
handling.
you can't never generalize a people or a religion. You can't do that
because you know what?
It's wrong.
And I'm sure there was a lot of Jewish people that helped you become Kanye West. You think you made it this far without the help of some Jewish motherfuckers? You out your mind. Think about who signed you the first time. It was Def Jam. Think about who put you in these positions to become who you are. You can't get mad because shit ain't going your way and be like, oh, these are all bad people, and then expect people to.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's not even.
I'm pretty sure you would not be in your position you are to be even this vocal or this magnifying of a fucking character if the Jews didn't help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So where's that at? Well, that should have been part of your spew though.
Bottom line, and I hate to be like, oh, I got Jewish friends because I hate when people say I got black friends.
Yeah,
but it sounds crazy.
But it is
but we
is,
do though. But we do. You know what I'm saying? Look, it was wrong. He apologized. I hope time heals wounds.
Me too.
You understand?
On both sides.
And on
with
both
my family,
sides
with Sharon
because
too, with Sharon, Andrew, the George Floyd family, his baby mother, because I could see how you telling me Kanye West is gonna say that George died from fentanyl, and that was bad. And that Candace Owens, whoever you are, Candace Owens, go away, man. Go do your thing, but leave this man. Is too much. He's too important for you to be using him to fucking spew. I think she's like a female could come fuck everything up. A female, like the shit that she be, she's like.
I would say this. I don't think that she had anything to do with that because only what's
the White
in a
Lives
person.
Matter shit is who's standing next to
But
him.
only what's in a person is what come out of person. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that.
So,
but you could be influenced by somebody.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You could be influenced.
Yeah.
They say most niggas that start using drugs was fucking with a shorty, some chick.
I could believe that. I can believe that.
They say, yo, snip this coke off my titty. He was like, damn. Fuck it. Next thing you know, he's a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
Now they
snip this coke off my titty. Yeah, now he's a bass head.
Now he's fucking bass head. I mean, look, man, this is a precedent. Like we never saw nothing like this.
Never.
Ever happened, right?
Yeah, never.
Nothing like this never happened,
Never. And it's funny because he's going through I didn't know, how the fuck can you lose that much money so fast if the money's real?
Because, right. I mean, because it was projected earnings, right? Projected earnings, projected worth.
So that's like counting your money before you make it?
I mean, we all do that. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, you about to get this check.
Because I don't think there's an oil tycoon, right, who got a bunch of oil. I don't think there's something he could say and niggas be like, yo, your money's gone.
You be surprised, my nigga.
They gonna have to come take his oil, bro. He got resources.
Son.
A nigga would have died. Yeah, I got resources. My money's
They could vote him out. They could vote him out.
They might could do that.
Because nobody owns something 100%.
That ain't gonna happen overnight, though. This shit happened in 20 minutes.
Well, when you black, that shit happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? I think he forgot he was black. You know what I'm saying?
I did a show with Rakim the other night.
Word. Peace to the God.
And it was at SOB's, and it just brought me back to that night. Man.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's funny. The thing about the night with us at SOB's is, first of all, I thought, I'm like, after the shit went down, at the beginning, when y'all got on stage, I'm like, I don't know if this is friendly. I don't know if this is fire. But then you hug me. When you put your arm around me and you say, we ain't got no beef, bro. Ain't no beef. And you rocking with the song. Then I see your cousin Prince. I even look at Prodigy. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
This is black unity. You know what I'm saying? And then the shit went left. You know what I'm saying? And after the shit happened, it's like, first of all, I thought y'all niggas were going. I was like, I'm not no coward. I'm gonna fight my way. I'm gonna fight any situation I'm in. But I'm like, these niggas gonna stomp a bone out my ass, bro. I knew once I did what I did, I'm like, if they catch me, I'm getting the shit beat out of me. But my pride, the way I grew up, I'm a prideful person. So it's like, it was just something about Prodigy's face. It was like, nah, this nigga think I'm a punk. And even though they gonna fuck me up after this, I'm gonna let my hands go. You know what I'm saying? And I got out of there by the grace of God. It's funny because niggas on the internet be like, well, but why'd you run? Nigga, what I was supposed to stay there and die? No, that's the problem. Niggas love a train wreck.
Right.
I would rather see me stand there and get the bones my bones broken than me get away. And the thing what I want to say was, the reason why I even brought this shit up, because you know what I'm saying? I want to know us sitting here, because when it happened, right, I wake up and it's all over every blog, there's video tapes, there's all kind of shit. Oh, they stomped Saigon now, he's under the Pride Saigon beats up, all this shit, right? I wonder if that we gonna get that same energy with me and you sitting right here as black brothers unified. I wonder if this gonna be juicy enough for niggas to come say, yo, let's go spread two motherfuckers who had beef for 15 years sitting down together as black men showing some unity.
We gonna see the truth come out now. Now we gonna see the truth come out.
Exactly.
My peoples, where you at? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two brothers
because when we was
that had
fighting
differences,
they
loved it.
They loved it.
They ate it all up.
Yeah, they
you
loved
understand
it.
what I'm
shared
saying?
It. Everybody shared it.
Word.
Everybody that like posted it in magazines. I seen it in XXL, Saigon and Prodigy fight. I seen this shit all, and I'm like, damn, that shit ain't helping me. It didn't help nobody. Cause my record got banned from the radio. The label was like, we ain't fucking playing. Ebro sucker ass was like, we not playing this record no more because of a fight. And I'm like, it wasn't even no fucking fight. First of all, we're friends. The shit niggas didn't know was we was cool before that. That's
right.
Yeah,
we definitely was cool before that.
Like, we was cool before that. I used to go see Prodigy at Alchemist crib all the time. Me and Twin is like this. Twin's my so Twin's my nigga. So Twin is like all like even Noy like I'm like it wasn't no fucking problem. It was shit got out of hand and brothers fight.
Right.
Friends fight. We had a fight that got caught on tape. Nobody got stabbed, killed. It was like, all right, niggas, a little skirmish. And y'all ran with the shit like, oh shit, because it was Mobb Deep and I'm a new upcoming artist, Saigon. So now I'm sitting here with my brother. We got our own podcast we're building. And I want to see how many of these outlets, the same outlets that was promoting our dysfunction and our fighting each other, show the unification and go, look at these two black brothers coming together. And I think that's part of the problem, man.
That is part of the problem. But, you know, one of the solutions is us hammering away at the unity. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't never knock that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard they try.
Now's the time.
You know, the light is always gonna, you know what I'm saying, overshadow the dark. You know what I'm saying? We coming with the light.
Now's the time.
We coming with the light.
Now's the time. Now's the time because look, as not to go back to Ye and all that, but what he did do, he opened a can of worms that we can't close now. And not with the Jewish community, but more so with us. Because what this is letting y'all see is the Jewish community works together. They work in cohesion. They're powerful because they work together. The word community is common unity. I don't even think we have a community. We got neighborhoods. We got black neighborhoods, but we don't have a black community because you can't have a community without unity. It's in the word.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So how the fuck we gonna say, oh, y'all hurting our community? Well, and they know, and everybody sees we don't have unity. If we had unity, bro, you talking about us being powerful? Think about it. NBA, NFL, music, entertainment, even people with tech, even people in tech. There's black people in tech now that's making all kind of shit. The only thing is we do it separate. And we know when a fist come together, it's more powerful. That's like that's us like this, and we need to be like this. And we scared. Something is scaring us and saying, I don't know what it is.
Well, let this be a lesson for us, you know what I'm saying, to stick together. You know, this is a true test. You know what I'm saying? It's a test. And I say it's a test because, you know, everybody else, when they peoples fuck up, they go, shame on you, you fucked up.
Exactly.
But they let them do their apology run and they embrace them, you know what I'm saying? And they stick by them. Like, yo, he fucked up, but chill, he fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got him.
We got him. So
he fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get him right.
Look how quick, yo, he has been very influential in the culture. He's like one of the biggest pop artists of all time.
Ever.
And he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I say he was wrong.
Very
but
wrong.
Look how fucking quick everybody dropped him.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You understand what I'm saying? They just
right.
they didn't let him apologize and everything like that.
That's not right.
So
like
and he's human. I 1,000% say he's wrong.
They dehumanized him.
I 1,000% say he wrong.
He is wrong. I agree too.
1,000%. But
I don't
would
believe
say
you dehumanize somebody for
but
doing wrong.
as a black people, You know what I'm saying? This is our moment to,
Reflect.
tell him he's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But fuck that.
Right.
That's
Nah,
one
you
of
right.
ours.
Right. He's one of ours.
You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro.
Yeah.
Help us here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
help us help you too.
Yeah, like come on,
help
son.
us
like,
help
this
you
is
because
this is not us.
Nah.
We not racist. You know what I'm saying? We not that.
I don't even think he is.
That's what I'm saying. This is not a reflection of us.
I know he's not racist.
This is not a reflection of us, yo. So I don't even know how all of that shit even came out. Like, what's going on?
And
like,
one thing I would say is me, you and I, we had our you more so than me, we had our moment in the sun, so to speak, right? But we've never in the world been that close to the sun, like Kanye West, to where you a household name, to where you one of the most famous people in the world, right?
Straight up.
You can't go nowhere. So now look at the magnifying glass on the scrutiny that's on this man because he is who he is and he's going through a public divorce. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, going through it with his baby mom. If my baby mother was acting like Kim, I'd be fucking tight. Like, you don't run around with no nigga that quick, bro. We just got divorced. That's too motherfucking fast. So that gotta affect a man in a certain kind of way. But we're not taking none of this shit into account.
I mean,
he's
supposed
to be perfect. He's hurt. The nigga's hurt, bro.
But with the kind of money he got, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Nah, that's not true, man. He got 4 kids, man.
I feel you,
and he loved the girl, obviously.
Yeah, he do. But
He love her.
I mean, but
bro, think about it, man. Shit.
Nah, I get it.
He's going through this shit in public eye.
I get
it.
So
now we sitting here watching
but this is what he signed up for. I mean, it's public life. Public life, he signed up for it, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't fuck with it. I could. I seen on Love and Hip Hop. I'm like,
I'm about to say,
I'm ducking them like that. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You tell me I got to fight with Black Twitter? You ever go against Black Twitter?
Hell, fucking
bro. You be arguing with 75,000 people.
I wouldn't dare. I don't. Listen,
one nigga violated me on Black Twitter.
Really?
Son. Nigga, yo, he made me delete my shit. Nigga, because one nigga you be thinking, I'm going back and forth, then there's like a barrage of niggas.
No. You can't go back and forth.
You can't do it.
On social media?
Yeah, you can't
I don't even go back and forth. I
do
deleted certain posts before.
Yeah, you got
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I deleted a post about, it was a pair of sneakers that looked like Air Force Ones, but they wasn't Air Force Ones. And the comment under it said, yo, if you walk a little fast, they won't notice. And people fucking... And I thought it was the most funniest shit of all time. But then people started getting on me saying like everybody don't got money, that's fucked up. And I saw, I agree. And I took the shit down. But the whole point that I'm trying to make is that you can't fight against the internet.
Nah,
right. You know what I'm saying? So
you had a brother, man, Killer Black.
Yeah.
You know what I always wondered? Was Killer Black alive when because I know Temperatures Rising, Prodigy's rapping about him being on the run.
Yeah.
So he was alive when y'all was got y'all deal and all that shit. He was alive at that time.
Yeah.
So he died during the course of before the album.
He died after the Hell on Earth single that we put out because he was in the video.
Oh.
He was in the Hell on Earth video and then died not too long after that. You know what I mean? He my brother was a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely bust his gun. I'm not condoning it, but that's what it was.
What it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That was my brother. He had my full support. You know what I mean? He was dealing with mental issues. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah. Mental health
because
played a role.
I know now we talk about mental health more openly now than back then. And to hear somebody that you probably known as a strong guy, you know what I'm saying? And and then you go look at like when they talk about Chris Lighty, who you know, and they talk about certain people that they say took their own life, like Shakur, and you go, damn, that ain't him. But nobody know what a person's battling internally.
Right.
When you first heard about it, like what's the first thing that you thought? Did you believe it?
No. When I first was told that my brother passed away and he died or whatever, they woke me up out of my sleep at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So you in your like deepest sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. So when they was telling me that as they was waking me up, I just thought I was dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, I thought I was fucking dreaming. And you know, as the seconds was going and the minutes was going, I started pinching myself. You know what I mean?
You was awake.
Yeah. I really started pinching myself, and I was like, did somebody just fucking tell me that my brother is dead? Like, get the fuck out of here. And I just started pinching myself.
Damn.
And I noticed that I was awake. And, you know, and then I walked to the living room, because, you know, back in them days, you know, I used to have everybody living in the crib and shit. And I walked to the living room, and the look on everybody's face, I knew I heard what I thought I heard when I was waking up. And then my sister was calling me like crazy, and she was like crying and talking about, come home, come home. I lived in Long Island at the time, and I just drove all the way back home from Long Island to Queens. The coroner van was right in front of my building, yo.
Damn.
The coroner van was in front of my building.
Damn.
And I was like, I was just, you know, I don't know if I was crying at that point yet. But when I went upstairs to go in my house, because I wanted to see my brother, you know what I mean? And when I went in the house and I was about to go in the bathroom, that's where he committed suicide at. The police stopped me. He said, yo, you don't want to see your brother like that. That's not the last image you want of your brother. He said, don't go in there. And I listened to him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because now I only can imagine if I would have went in there, it would have been stuck on my brain and probably would have haunted me for the rest of my life.
The rest of your life.
So now I only can imagine, and that's not real to me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think the police officer for telling me that.
Too, man. That's real.
You know what I mean? Everybody be like, yo, you know, fuck the police or whatever. There's some good cops or whatever. That he was good that day and told me not to go in there.
But did you believe it? Did you believe that's like, obviously, I mean, if it happened, if he was in the crib, that's more, it ain't like it happened on the street.
Well, something.
Or did you see any cues? Or like, did you talk to you about
No. I mean, you know, he used to go through periods where he wouldn't talk for days, or he wouldn't eat, and he just wouldn't talk to nobody, and he'd just be in the house. You know what I'm saying? We committed him to a facility before, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And then sometimes he would snap out of it.
Be normal shit.
But, you know, I attribute that to he got shot in his head. So he didn't directly get shot in his head, but he was being shot at, bullets ricocheted off of whatever and lodged in the back of his head. Mm-hmm. And that bullet was lodged in his head. And he picked that bullet out of his head on Christmas Day. You know, so you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's lead poisoning, all kinds of shit. That's not good. You understand? Yeah. And ever since that happened, that's when he was, you know, having those issues. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And to lose. I lost a little brother, but he overdosed. My little brother was 28 years old, you know.
Right.
He overdosed on PCP, which I never heard of in my life.
Right.
Like, damn, I heard of a nigga get high and go jump off a river.
Right.
I mean, jump off a bridge or something. Right. But never smoking so much dust that you smoke too much dust. I never heard of that.
Right.
And it's funny because that's another story. But now that the mental health thing, we're seeing this shit play out in front of us, where now it's like people are more open to speaking about it. Before it was like embarrassing, like, yo, you retarded or something's wrong.
It was stigmatized.
It was a stigma on it. Do you wish like that we spoke about mental health more back in those days, or we did more about it? Like, even what's going on with Kanye, a lot of people saying, yo, it's mental health, and we watching this shit happen right now. But why don't we get him some help? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we get him some help as a community? Like, if it is mental health, why are we sitting here watching this train wreck? And we sitting here getting, it's our entertainment, and we sitting here calling the man crazy. It's almost like when you see a nigga talking to himself in the hood, the nigga that talks to himself, or the nigga that came home from Vietnam and he's all fucked up in the head. We laugh at these motherfuckers, and we that's the crazy man. And like what he said, early 80s, throwing rocks at the crazy lady. Who said it? Nas? You know what I'm saying? Throwing rocks at the crazy lady. So as kids, we treat crazy people like shit. So we grow up thinking, something, you broken. You're a broken individual. Now that's one thing I do like about the mental health awareness. Now they're bringing light to it, you know what I'm saying? Because in our community, where we grow up, we all got PST. We watch motherfuckers get shot and kill our whole lives. growing up in the ghetto, growing up in the Ville. I grew up in the
Right.
Ville. I grew up in Newburgh. Newburgh is fucked up. Niggas be like, that's upstate. I be like, go up there, nigga.
Word.
That shit is twisted.
Word.
They just
Newburgh.
shot my little cousin in front of his daughter.
Newburgh.
They just shot my little cousin in front of his fucking daughter, bro, over some stupid shit. Like, and it's usually some street shit. And he rapped and all that. And like, we supposed to use hip hop to get away from the street. And now it's like the other way around.
Right.
The correlation is pulling niggas into the street life.
Pull you in.
And they giving these niggas the biggest bags. Like
of
a nigga
all time.
NBA young boy got like 20 shit. Give them the 60 million. Give these niggas 80 million. These niggas is high-head Kodak Black. If Trump didn't get him out, he'd be sitting up. Motherfucking Pooh Shiesty sitting up. Now the battle rap nigga sitting up. What's his name? Sue Surf. Sue Surf just got picked up by the feds on a RICO law. But when he's sitting there rapping, battling about all getting shot and being, nobody's saying, yo fam, stop. Niggas is sitting there booking them for the next battle. Y'all supposed to tell these young men, yo, stop, bro. I'm not saying they gonna listen, but you know what? At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if I tell you what's right, you know what I'm saying? And I know, I could sleep better knowing I seen this man going down. It's almost like if I know there's a fucking gorilla in that room and I see you about to walk in the room and I'm just gonna let you walk in there. I'm gonna be like, nah, fam, there's a gorilla in there. It's just gonna pack.
Right.
Yeah. Instead of being like, yo, watch this, son.
Yeah.
And this is what we feel like. Look at Casanova. Casanova just came home, had a beautiful career. When he's in there doing the gorilla, the gang shit, no, man, somebody's supposed to pull his coat, man. Somebody's supposed to pull his coat and be like, fam, you gonna fuck this all up. And that's what we watching it happen every day. And instead of us saying shit about it, we sit here and we celebrate it in sort of a way.
You know, I believe that a lot of these things are happening as just living lessons for us as a community. You know what I mean? And I think everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? They're here as learning lessons. You know what I mean? You know, rappers is dying at a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know, to no fault of their own, and some others to the fault of their own. You know what I mean? You know, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. You feel me?
Play with fire, you burn.
And as a community, I think these are all lessons, right? So we look at these shits and we be like, nah, son, I'm not gonna fuck with no dice game from some niggas I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
But you would think as a community we would know that by now.
Or I'm not gonna eat in this hood with all my jewelry on. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, man.
I mean, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
God bless the dead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
But
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'm not gonna stomp a gang member out and just leave somewhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Man? I think one of my favorite rap songs was the most detrimental song in hip hop.
What song was that?
It's a song called by P. Diddy, man. I think it's the most detrimental song that came to us. And it's one of my favorite songs. That's the irony of it. It's all about the Benjamins, right? As great as that song is, right? It took a generation of people and made them think it's nothing else matters
It's all
but
about
money.
the Benjamins,
yeah,
baby.
Nothing else matters but money.
Yeah, they turned
to the point where we don't got nothing else matters but money.
I mean, you know, Diddy.
Think what you're saying. It ain't about nothing else but money. So now our cores and values and all that shit has been depleted. You know what I'm saying? Over $1. So now motherfucker do anything to make $1. Money we don't even know what to do with once we got it, because it happened to me. They gave me a big check. My dumb ass went down to the dealership and blew it on a fucking Mercedes that lost value as soon as I drove off the lot. Nobody told me I had probably $200,000. Nobody said go buy a building. Go fucking do go set up some corporations.
And that's what we need. We need mentors.
We need mentors,
yeah,
man. And I was trying to do it through music since I stepped on the scene. And I talked to Just Blaze when I was making The Greatest Story Never Told. And I said, yo, this is my shot. I gotta say the right shit. He said, this shit ain't gonna sell, bro. I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. Just make it sound good. You know what I mean? Give me the beats.
You feel me?
Give me them beats and let me do the rest.
But you be able to sleep well at night.
Yeah,
you heard?
I sleep very well at night.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially watching what's happening now and say, this is what I was trying to prevent.
That was community work.
It was.
That's community work.
Because I was in prison as a kid. I went to prison when I grew up in that motherfucker, ain't no way in hell I want to see somebody else go through this.
No.
This shit was torture. In prison, you got to turn around, open your ass. Bro, I never seen my own asshole, bro. You telling me I got to come off the visit and show another man my asshole?
Right.
Shit is degrading.
Right.
But nobody put that shit in no rap songs. I don't hear nobody saying, yo, when I was in prison opening my ass for the CO, nobody, that's never been in the bar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's, oh yeah, niggas was good. Nah, bro, ain't nothing to glorify about that.
Right.
Ain't nothing in the world to glorify about that. Why you don't glorify all these tough gang niggas when the CO say go to bed? And you go to fucking bed like he's your father. You a grown ass gangster. You telling me the CO can make you go to bed? You ain't no fucking gangster then. A real gangster gonna say, eat a dick, nigga. I ain't going to bed. I go to bed when I want.
Not them.
They'll beat the living shit out you. But they don't we don't tell these kids this shit that when we glorifying this low, because we glorifying it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
We talk about everything.
Yeah, right. True indeed.
We talk about we glorify everything detrimental to our community. Everything our parents taught us not to be when we was kids. Like, you ain't gonna grow up like them pimps and hustlers and drug dealers on the corner. Right. That's what's popping. that's the same shit that make you pop. I'm a pimp, nigga. I'm a hustler. I'm a drug dealer. This shit is ass. It's the tail wagging the dog.
True indeed. But I would say this though, right? Hip hop is a form of art, right? It's we being creative and we rapping about shit. We rapping about our environment. You know what I'm saying? We expressing ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So if somebody, I know that it took a left turn recently, right? Like with all the shit, and they got op music and you know, all of that crazy shit, and niggas is actually rapping about shit that they doing. You understand? Yeah. You know, I come from the era where we just expressing our frustration. We might be talking in first person, but it's about, you know, our experiences, you know what I mean? And things that can happen in the hood. It's a real thin line between art and reality. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and with that comes a huge responsibility. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
I just believe that, you know, hip hop as a culture, we do have to be responsible, but at the same time, much more, we should let people express themselves a little bit.
Of course,
you know what I mean.
But why we always gotta focus on the underbelly, the fucked up part of our society? Right. Like, there's so much good that goes on, and I like when nigga get killed.
The labels,
that's far and few.
You said it. The labels, right? When we come with the good shit.
Yeah, they don't.
They like, nah.
Yeah, this ain't appealing.
I'm sure.
This ain't appealing.
I'm sure 90% of these artists that's out now, if they was able to rap about the good shit, they would rap about the good shit.
Yeah, that's my point. That's the fucking point.
It's fucked up though.
But we gotta take our power back, man. We gotta take our power back. We do, because we the oil in the engine. Before we rap, right? I want to just talk some quick shit, right? Because I want to ask you some more Mobb Deep shit about the music part. Yeah. Right. So you and more Havoc shit, more than so to speak, because you know you being one of the first. I think before you, I could only think of, I wasn't really up on DJ Quick and all that shit. I could think of Dre, probably Prince Paul, and I ain't even know if the RZA produced or not.
Large Professor, Q-Tip.
Large Professor and Tip, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Producer rappers, right?
Yeah, Pete Rock.
Pete Rock. Oh yeah. So there was
a few
of them.
Not a lot, not as many as rappers.
But I think you rapped more than a lot of them. Like you rap way more than.
No, I rap.
You rap. That's what I'm saying. Like you was down there on every fucking song. Right. Certain niggas was pop up in and out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or have a bunch of other artists around.
Or somebody write for them.
Oh yeah, somebody write for them. Or just like a Dre was more so like a DJ. Like he'll have bars here, but it was orchestrating shit. So when you sitting here and you doing features, like first of all, your Mobb Deep catalog had a lot of mind-blowing features, right? If you had to say, what's your favorite one? Take Kim out, because Kim
it's
yeah.
Not fair.
That's not fair.
My
so
favorite,
that shit came with a dent.
Favorite feature?
Yeah, that for y'all, somebody on y'all project. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it better. Eye for eye. Nas verse.
I was gonna say Nas.
Or Cool G rap The Realest.
Damn. Wait. Nas, which verse?
I
For Nah. Look,
the real.
I feel like I'm on the Drink Champs. I gotta say both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cause that,
you know what I'm saying?
That G-Rap verse is the realest.
Because without G-Rap, ain't no Nas. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I mean?
Just that verse though, bro.
Yeah, that G-Rap verse, and he was well into his prime when he wrote that.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Niggas be falling off after a while with the lyrics. He was spitting. Rapid fire.
Yeah,
so it was a pleasure to work with him, and it was a pleasure to work with Nas.
So is that your favorite Nas verse that y'all got?
Yeah. I would say Eye for an Eye. Eye for an Eye.
I don't know, man. He killed that fucking It's Mine verse too.
It's mine was
No one else give up the goods. That nigga got out the airport. The mom picked me up in the truck. Jewelry truck. He like, fuck, I ain't scared to get stuck.
So what's the deal, Poppy?
I heard the fans almost got me. Had the Cuban posse all up in my room and lobby negotiating like a little bit. That nigga Nas is different.
I always loved doing songs with him. Like I always, I know he was gonna come through. You know what I mean? And challenge my pen. You know what I mean?
All y'all collabs is like iconic.
Yeah, that shit was incredible.
All y'all collabs is fucking iconic.
It was incredible. You know what I mean? Definitely.
So what's your relationship with Nas today?
My relationship with Nas is Gucci. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't talk every day. We never did. You know what I'm saying? But every time when I do speak to him or when I see him, it's like I just saw him yesterday. You know what I mean? The relationship is good. You know, we speak to each other every now and then. You know, he might call me up to do something, throw a little bag at me or whatever it is. And, look, I knew them personally. That's, you know what I'm saying? Him and Jungle. Yeah. I knew their moms. Mom's beautiful, nice lady. I knew Ill Will. I never really hung with him, but I was around, when he was around. He was a little older than me. And Ill Will was, he was a fly ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cool ass nigga, fly. You know what I mean? Sad, how we lose our people, you know what I'm saying? And you say PTSD, it's like an understatement. I knew Oogie, you know what I'm saying?
I was up north.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oogie used to box.
He's another live wire. He could fight.
Yeah, he
could
fight.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, he could fight. Yeah, fighter. We used to
nigga
box.
had some hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hands like a motherfucker. We used to box upside.
Yeah, so
I was a baby. I was 16.
Wow.
Me and Oogie was like this. Man.
Wow.
Me and Oogie was cool.
Wow.
I remember him hearing when we was up there when his name came out on One Love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you the Oogie from One Love? He was like, yeah, that's me. So I was like, oh, they got a fan base in there.
Word.
He had fans because of that shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nas, that One Love record resonated in prison so much. Like when he said, "What's up with Cormega?" We felt like we knew Cormega.
Right.
Like you ain't even have to be in the same jail as Mega, and you felt like,
right.
I hope I bump into Mega. You know what I'm saying? Cormega. Did you see him and y'all together? I'm like, yo. That's when I understood the power. And to think of these kids as teenagers, this is why I don't let these young niggas get away with, it's the age thing. Because you got to realize, Special Ed wrote Youngest in Charge at 16. He wrote, I got it made. Like, these are records that's like.
He was nice with the lyrics.
He was a baby, bro. You know what Coogee Rap told me the other day? I wrote Road to the Riches when I was 17.
You see that?
That's why I don't buy that young shit, bro. Like, you can still be young and prolific and smart, bro. I'm not buying it.
I think technology is just dumbing
everything down.
It made everything easier, right? It always make everything easier. Back in the days, you used to have to go to a studio.
Yeah, carry the rail.
That
would turn a nigga off right there.
Right, now
especially
niggas
if you had to walk up some stairs.
Niggas doing that shit anyway.
Niggas be like, this is part of this shit? I gotta carry this heavy ass rail? I ain't fucking with this shit.
Anybody could be a producer now. Anybody could be a fucking rapper now.
Anybody could be a model. Look at Instagram. That's why you get the picture instantly, right?
Instantly.
But before you had to go develop.
Instant gratification.
Before you had to go take the pictures, get it developed, see which ones was bad. You fuck around, have a whole roll of bad pictures. Like, we can't use none of these motherfuckers.
Right. They
got Insta, everything is everything.
Everything instant.
Yep, Instacart. Bring your motherfucker. Yeah, these kids don't
instantly break your pockets because that shit is mad fucking expensive for Instacart.
Nah, that's some real shit, man. But another feature that I thought was crazy when you did it was, damn, shit was on the tip of my tongue, bro. Fuck.
What feature was that?
Damn. What feature was it? Oh yeah, talking about you. It was a feature, it's a production. Last Day, right? On Ready to Die.
Yeah.
Like when you did when I was up north when that shit came out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this don't really sound like a mom. Like it don't sound.
Right.
If I didn't read your name, I
Right.
wouldn't have known you
Right,
produced
right.
it. I probably thought it was one of Hitmen.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm like, this nigga Havoc could do anything. So I'm like, how would Big just called you for some beats? Or Puff?
Nah.
Puff called you?
Puff hit me up.
Puff hit you up?
Puff hit me up. He's like, yo, I need some tracks for Big, new album. I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So I made the beat in another studio that Loud had paid for, and the beat was on the reels. Put it on tape, let Puff hear it. He loved it. He wanted it. So when it came time to record, I had to grab the reel from the studio I was recording in that Loud paid for to bring it to Daddy's house. The reel was nowhere to be fucking found.
Oh, shit.
The reel was nowhere to be found.
Damn.
Yeah, couldn't find the reel. I told Puff like, yo, son, the reel is gone. I got the beat. He was like, yo, where is the beat I paid for? Where's the beat I paid for? I was like, oh, man. I was like, yo, I'll make it over. So I tried to remember what the beat sounded like or whatever.
That's not the original one?
That wasn't the original beat. No, it wasn't. Nope. I did some other beat. I did some other beat.
Oh.
But if you listen, they found it now. 25 fucking years later, they found it now.
Shit.
It just magically resurfaced.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
They find
like,
it.
You ain't doing that.
So if
you
you listen to
that bad boy shit.
yeah, if you listen to the original track and the one that finally got done, it was a blessing in disguise because the new one sound better than the
Is
original
it online?
one.
Is it online?
It's online. You can find it. Yeah, you can find it.
I'm looking for that.
Yeah.
Go check out that original Last Day. That
Straight up.
Did that any, because you in a group, obviously, did that cause any friction between you and P when you start working outside the mall?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Because, I was doing beats and Prodigy was, out there being like one of the best MCs ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing features on other people's albums. So he was getting the bag doing that, doing features on other people's albums.
The most sampled voice. Like,
Word.
He sampled on Jay-Z first album.
Yep.
On Pun first album.
Illuminati, When My Mind, Soul, Let My
Pun
Body.
shit.
Pun
I gave
shit.
you fair warning. Beware. He sampled on so much. And that's
the first Shook ones that he sampled. That Big Pun sampled.
Yeah, what is the first Shook
That's the first Shook one.
Because Shook, we all know, the world knows Shook ones part 2.
There was Shook ones, you could call it part 1 now, and then you have part 2, which is the one that everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? But there was an original
where did
one.
that come out on? On Juvenile Hell?
We put it out. No. This came out. It didn't come out on no album.
Oh.
This was like we signed to Loud, and now we working on music, and we made that song called Shook Ones. And it was alright, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? We was like,
online?
huh?
Is that online?
That's online too. Yeah, I mean,
I gotta go.
online.
Yeah, that's what I love about. That's what I do love about the internet.
Right, it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can research, and
that's crazy.
It was all right, but it wasn't the Shook Ones that you know now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I always wonder why it was part 2.
Yeah, because we loved the record, but we just did it over, and we just called it part 2, and then that's what you got.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's fire.
You know what I mean?
Like, I never knew that. I was like, and I thought that y'all was just being creative, like
just calling it part 2 for any reason, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, where the fuck is part 1? I looked on the tape. I'm looking at the old Juvenile Hell. I'm like, where the fuck is the Shook Ones part 1? And through ups and downs, Mobb Deep has always been one of my favorite groups. I
appreciate it.
Y'all had so much influence over my life, and I mean this in all due respect. That's why when we have our up and downs as brothers, you know what I'm saying? I knew, I regret not being able to. We were supposed to. I forgot, we was talking through somebody. I think it was it Littles? And I think Littles started having a little gripe with y'all as well. But at the time when that whole shit, Littles is like my homie, you know what I'm saying? I love Littles and shit. Because when he got out, I'm like, Littles, man, I know you gonna try your hand at this rap shit, but you know what I'm saying? Shit ain't for everybody, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was like, son, I got the grind. My grind is serious. Like, you know what I mean? I might not be as artistic and nice as niggas, but I'm a grind. And I think y'all reconnected even after that.
Yeah,
Started fucking with him again.
Yeah, we did.
With Littles. And when that whole shit was happening with True Life and Prodigy, me and Littles was behind the scenes, like trying to squash the shit.
Right.
Like, even with
I remember.
we never wanted. Yeah, look, me and Littles was meet up and be like, yo, this shit ain't about nothing.
Right.
And it was outside, a lot of outside influences that let it get to where it went And man, I just want to say in front of the world, man, I love you, my brother.
Likewise,
I love
bro.
you, man.
Love
like
you,
I
man.
love you
from
before that shit happened.
Word.
Like I said, we vibe. You know what I'm saying? Prince is my boy, Prince. Like
Hell
me
yeah.
and Prince used to play in the street, your cousin.
Hell yeah.
I remember one time me and Prince was uptown and you snuck up on him. You might not remember that. He was like, you slipping. You turned around. He was like, oh shit. Because I didn't even believe when he used to be like, yo, that's my cousin. I used to be like, everybody, every nigga's a rapper's cousin. Word.
Right.
So we was in Harlem one time and you snuck up on him like put a fake gun to his back. He was like, see, nigga, I caught you slipping.
Don't do that.
He turned around like, yo, shit. And I'm like, oh shit, it's Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Right.
I'll never forget that day because that's when I was like, oh, that nigga wasn't bullshitting. But yeah, man, like, so for us to come together and do this podcast, especially on VladTV, a lot of people got shit to say about Vlad, but Vlad has been supportive of me when I was trying to rap, and certain niggas that probably should have played my music was like, fuck you. Not only did I think my shit was dope, but my shit was positive. And a lot of these black DJs shitted on me. And I had a white boy who everybody's like, yo, Vlad, culture, vulture. I judge people by the content of their character, my nigga. You could be green, my nigga. If you show me love, I'm gonna show you the love back. You could be orange, purple. I don't look at people like that. And the fact that we going through where it's a situation where they trying to put some man and like, oh, he's a racist and Kyrie Irving. We allowed to still have an opinion though. We allowed to still feel a certain way. The same way any other group is allowed to feel a way. Especially what everybody knows what black people went through in America because it's blatant. Our story was more blatant than any. They still make slavery movies every fucking year, or a TV show or something from Roots on down. So we know what we went through. So I just feel like we deserve the same kind of respect that people But if we don't go out there and work for it and say we deserve it, nobody gonna give it to us.
Not at all.
And I think that's where we bumping into that issue.
Right.
Because it's like, why would I come help you when you ain't helping yourself? You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to help yourself, so
Facts.
You really can't expect me to come help you, and you ain't willing to help yourself.
Straight up.
And it's fucked up that in this day and that time we have to have these conversations about even race and religion. I stay away from race, religion, politics. I try to stay away from that shit because people feel too emotional and too strongly about it.
Yeah.
But when you push it on the surface, a lot of times people they would agree if they could break down those walls. Like all that, oh, we the original black. Look, if that shit ain't helping me pay my bills today, I don't give a fuck who was the original nothing. But nigga, we gotta figure this shit out now. Like, you tell me who we was in Jerusalem. Nah, back in Jerusalem, who gives a fuck, bro? It's 2022. Niggas gotta figure out how to pay bills, how to feed these kids. And you talk about, that's fine and dandy and all that. But at the end of the day, I love my ancestors, but at the day, we gotta teach our kids because we move forward. Old timer told me the windshield is big and the rearview mirror is small for a reason. Because you look at all what's ahead of you, it's so much. You keep looking back in that little mirror, you gonna fuck around, run into a wall. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. I feel like we keep looking at the past instead of focusing on the future, that we not getting nowhere.
Right.
You dig what I'm talking about? So
that's a fact. I
feel like us, like you said, as elder statesmen, hopefully we get some people up here to interview who could dig our vibe. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed.
Because I think it's about growth and development.
Straight up, and that's what it's purely about.
Economic empowerment and understanding.
Financial literacy.
Because we can't be all about a Benjamin if we don't know what to do with it.
True indeed.
If I go give a little nigga $1 million and he don't know what to do with it, he might as well not even have it.
Nah, fuck giving him fish.
You know what I'm saying? Teach him how to fish and teach him what to do with the fish he get, because I could be a fish hoarder. I can go learn how to fish and just have a freezer full of fish while there's people starving. Right outside my, you know what I'm saying, my circumference. And I feel like we become money hoarders. We just try to let's see how much money I could acquire. Meanwhile, I know niggas with millions that won't give don't pay their families $1,000 rent.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It is nuts.
Crazy.
And it's like, nah, I went and got the bag. They gotta go. But I'm not saying go take care of them, but set them up, man. Go start a business for them. Teach them how to, let them go take a class, a real estate class. Give them, you know what I'm saying?
Right. There's a lot we could do.
There's a lot we could do. I think hip hop has been our biggest weapon as thus far
Yep.
as a people. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because like you said, when it's the Rolling Stones rated The Message the best, and it's funny we're talking about The Message you sample. They did a whole thing, a list, the best hip hop song of all time.
They said The Message.
The Message was #1.
What
What does that tell you?
That message is. I mean,
Yeah,
that record is hard.
That record is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And it's the content in the record. The beat is crazy.
Yeah.
But broken glass everywhere.
Word.
He's telling you about the conditions we was living in.
Right. True
And
indeed.
look, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. That's mental health. I'm trying not to lose my head.
Yep.
Think about it. He was talking about mental health.
Yep.
He was talking about poor living conditions. He was talking about the junkies, the hot wire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The repo man coming, being broke. Like he put all that shit in one song.
Word.
And if that's the best song in the hip hop history, why none of the music right now reflect the message?
Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's-
But that's crazy though. Why
Yeah.
none of the music right now reflect that same message if that's the best song we ever had?
Because
Where's the self-destruction with these young niggas right now? It's all in the same gang. Where's that now? That shit is more needed now than everything. We need to put these drill niggas, sit them niggas down and be like, y'all niggas is destroying each other. It's like a cancer, bro.
yeah, they don't listen, man. The powers that be, they not trying to promote that positive shit. We got to do it.
We got to do it.
That's it.
We need our leaders.
That's it.
We need the big.
If
big
they don't
wigs.
fucking get killed every fucking week, you understand what I'm saying?
They
We gotta protect the artists. We gotta protect the people, man.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I don't got nothing against guns.
They-
you know what
they-
I'm saying? People gotta protect themselves.
the thing
But
about
we gotta be responsible.
the thing about them is they can kill you with a bullet or they can assassinate your character.
Absolutely, but don't give them the chance.
Can't.
Don't give them the chance by saying anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? You go out here, saying just anything,
Yeah,
and you gave them an opening.
Yeah, you gotta be scrutinized. Look what Bill Cosby, they hung him right in front of
There
him and
that
didn't let
go.
him out and let him go.
Yeah, but they before
Let
they
him go.
ridiculed them.
Before they
know what
they
I'm
killed
saying?
this guy. Yeah, made him,
Before they trotted them in front of us as a
and
fucking rapist.
and then was like, oops, we wasn't even supposed to
My
try.
bad.
Let him go. Let him out. And the sad part is the same way we was, oh yeah, Bill's fucked up. Nobody did all that when they say, okay, he can go. That's when we were supposed to be like, hold up. Nah, y'all can't do motherfuckers like that. He's an 80-something-year-old blind man that raised all of us.
That's the
We didn't
like
even,
I said. That's
we didn't even know there was black doctors in the
Right.
household and shit
Right.
like that, and
Right.
HBCUs.
Right.
We didn't know about that
Right.
until Bill Cosby. So y'all gonna parade this nigga and go, ooh, the rapist, and then be like, put him, this old blind man in jail, and then be like, we fucked up. Send him
fucked up.
home.
We fucked
and
up.
then we just sit back and be like, oh, they just fucked up.
Nah, that's why we gotta. When they do an accusation against, our peoples, man, we can't just be quick to fucking abandon our peoples.
Do you be on YouTube and all that? How you feel
every-
about Charleston White?
Charleston White?
You know
Who's that?
Charleston White is this I guess he's a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
But he be saying some outlandish shit on you ever seen him? He be like,
I
I'm
probably
telling
did.
on niggas.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's a black dude.
And he said he telling on people?
yeah,
Why?
He's a proud rat. Like, yo,
Oh, for real?
like, if you fuck with me, nigga, I'm telling. Like, I'm going straight. But he be, check him out, man.
Yeah,
He's an
before I
interesting
pass judgment,
character.
I
He's
want to
an
listen to
interesting
what he
character
said.
Because I was watching an interview he did last night. He was saying a lot of anti-Semitic shit, like he's
Nah, you can't do that.
You can't do it because you can't put.
It's wrong.
It's wrong to put everybody in one group. There's good
Right.
people and bad people in every group.
There you go.
Judaism is a religion. There's good Christians,
Right.
there's bad Christians.
Right.
There's good Jews, there's bad Jews. There's good Muslims, there's bad Muslims.
Right.
That's like when they said a war on terror and the Muslims was like, yo, why y'all attacking the whole Islam when the
Right.
terrorist is a tiny
Right.
piece of who
Right.
we are. We are
Right.
peaceful people.
Right.
Y'all call everybody with a turban
Right.
or everybody with
Right.
hijab a terrorist. It's almost like how they felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, human beings are
Human
horrible,
beings are
man.
some- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Human beings are
You
fucking
say human
horrible,
beings are
man.
some hard. We
You
all
know what I'm saying?
horrible.
As
We
a
all-
race of just human beings, need to do fucking
we
better.
need to
man.
do.
Treat each other a little bit better. Stop the bullshit. You know what I mean?
You say human beings. is
Man,
some
I don't got
hard-
no hope for human beings, man. So
Word.
I say that shit all the time. You know
Nah,
what I'm
I
saying?
feel you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot.
I feel you, bro.
That train been left the station, bro.
And I said I don't think our kids will see it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I hope so, But I think it's gonna take something dramatic to shift this shit, because you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some. Our kids ain't gonna see a real change, because look what we, like you said, look how we still out here being demonic and glorifying, especially amongst ourselves, and even the shit we put in our bodies and shit that we do. Like, when we sit there and drink up, you know, a cognac is supposed to be a glass that you hold for like 3 hours with 1 ounce of it. We sit there and guzzle a whole fifth of this shit.
Killing yourself.
Killing your liver. Like, the same shit that you need, niggas is like this with the yak. Go.
Wilder.
A nigga with some cognac supposed to be like, you supposed to pour this much, and that's
supposed to eat that after dinner with dessert.
That's supposed to last you for the whole rest of the night. 1 ounce.
That's it.
We go buy 50 jugs of that shit. And the more we drink, the more they put in our community.
I mean, black people, we make everybody rich. So niggas, we need to just start there. You know what I'm saying? We got more power than we think.
I was talking to my man the other day. I said, yo, I went around, and this is not even being racist, this is being real. I'm like, we live in a black community, but let's count the Chinese restaurants compared to soul food restaurants.
Right.
So it was like 10-1.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine that being Chinatown? Like
they not letting us have no stores there.
They can't have one.
And nor should they. You know what I'm saying?
Nor should they. You're right. This is their shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so why we don't protect our neighborhood?
Like I said, I mean,
from the bodega,
it's a conversation.
To the laundromat,
that's a conversation.
To the food, to the Kennedy fried chicken spot. Ain't you ever seen a fried chicken spot owned by blacks in the ghetto? Like,
nope.
Like a Kennedy fried
but also you
got to think about
who
eats fried chicken? Who the stigma they put that shit on?
They try to put it on us with watermelon and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So at least let us, even the weave industry, bro.
But look, we're going to touch on that, but black people be hating on their own people sometimes. When they have a store, they don't even want to buy from their own people. They be like, nah, I ain't buying that nigga shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they go buy this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Problem,
so that's another aspect we gotta iron that part out. Like, yo, start buying black, my nigga.
To me, it starts in the music, man.
You know, there in other places. That is one of the strongest microphones. The microphone is strong on that.
Because if we could tell a nigga to drink, anything they popularize becomes the drink. Well, Casamigos now. Look at this. Yeah. What made Casamigos hot? Hip hop, rap,
out of here,
rap music.
Right.
From Cristal to Moet to everything. These brands been around for years.
Out of here.
We make Mercedes-Benz. Where the fuck is the Mercedes-Benz center in the ghetto? Where's the Timberland basketball center? As much as we promote, we make all of these motherfuckers billions of dollars. They don't gotta give us nothing back. They don't even pay half these niggas to advertise they shit. We gonna advertise it for free.
We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up.
We gotta wake up, bro. And I don't mean like fake woke like this week, like, and then tomorrow and be back on the bullshit. We gotta raise the babies, and that's why when it comes to adults, I don't even bother fucking with it. Like I believe in change, but then I also believe sometimes a leopard can't change his spots, bro. Nigga is who he is.
Yeah.
That's why I focus on the younger generation.
That's it.
It'd be like if I could school this young, especially using the little influence I got, if I could school this young dude to something, like let me give you an example. I made a song, Pain in My Life, right? And the beginning of the song says, young Felicia was only 4 when she learned how to ride a bike. Now she 14, riding every time Dick and Mike. I tell her that ain't nice, why you live so tripe? She said, NYOB, homie, you don't know me, it's so much pain in my life. So she explaining to me her pain, right? I put the record out. That was my only single I really put out with Atlantic, right? And
I remember that record.
Yeah, they didn't want to get behind it. They was like, nah, this ain't, can't play this in the strip club. I'm like, this ain't for the strip club. This is to prevent Shorty from going to the strip club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So they didn't want to get behind it. So due to knowledge though, once social media started to blow up, I started to get these messages from these young girls who used to tell me like, yo, I was promiscuous. Like some of them were even like, I let niggas run a train on me before, but now I heard your song and I'm gonna wait till I'm married before I have sex.
Look at that.
That's the power of the music.
Look at that.
And I'm talking about like hundreds of little girls, maybe up to 1,000 even over the years.
Look at that.
So I'd rather touch 1,000 people in a positive way than 1 million in a negative way.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that should be the mindset of some of these artists.
Absolutely. Shit.
Niggas just be caring about their pocket because we've been taught it's all about the Benjamin. So it's like if I gotta send my people to the slaughterhouse to get my pockets fat, I'm willing to do it. Why is a rich nigga rapping about crack? Man, niggas don't even solely sell crack no more. It's not even the era now for crack right now. But niggas be like, I was whipping in the kitchen, I had the pot. That's crack, bro. Crack destroyed us. You might as well make a song about AIDS, like bigging up AIDS. Like, that was part of genocide, bro. We don't talk good about genocide. When? That shit don't make sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so many different aspects and topics that they get a lot of attention and some that don't. You know what I mean? We us as a community, we just gotta just make sure that the good message gets out there as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta
make sure
enforce
that it
it.
gets out there. Enforce that shit. Let people talk what they want to talk about.
I got little girls, man.
Yeah, I mean,
So raising a young girl, and you scroll and ass how all these BBLs, these young girls don't even care about what's inside no more. They care about how they look.
Right.
My daughters are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They underdeveloped, they babies.
Right.
But ultimately, as they grow,
Right.
they're gonna start to develop and become young women, right? So now, as much as I could be in their head, I'm up against social media. I'm up against likes. I'm up against what makes them, you know what I'm saying, what makes you valid, or what they think makes them valid.
Your work is cut out for you,
Your work
bro.
is cut out for you. Yeah, with two beautiful young girls, and I go, damn, if certain artists they like, all they do is stick their tongue out and twerk and shit like that. I'm like, I don't want my daughter thinking she gotta be over sexual to be important.
Nah, because you the first line of defense.
Exactly.
You the first line of defense.
Exactly. But you got to give them the tools that they need to send them off to college and hope.
Because you can't be with them every step of the way.
And a lot of young girls, I knew there was college girls, had their first fucked up experience to where they didn't understand. That's why you got to still let them know what's out there. You got to find a happy medium. You know what I'm saying?
Have to.
You got to find a happy medium. Because if not, man, we ain't going to,
it's like no
we're going to lose this hip hop. I think hip hop in itself should have a different name. Like the shit that's going on now should have a different name. We gotta separate it in a way to be like, that's not hip hop. That's not the essence of what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? I think
like create a different genre.
Yeah, that should be a whole different genre, bro. Because
like that's bullshit. We call that bullshit.
RZA tried to do that, rapping bullshit. Remember that? He said rapping bullshit.
Right,
this is that rapping bullshit.
Right.
Because they was the gods. They was coming and saying Wu-Tang is for the children.
Right.
They was dropping degrees. You know what I'm saying? They was you understood. We had Poor Righteous Teachers. We had X-Clan. We had Big Daddy Kane, who was we had KRS-One. Like they was educational. Hip hop was like a fucking brilliant gift. Right. So I'm like, how we turn the same weapon? It's like turning a gun on yourself. Turning our weapon and saying, let's use this weapon to destroy ourselves.
Yeah, man. Our people sometimes could be, no pun intended, like suicidal, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it is, man.
There's more to life than just, the negative aspect and, drugs and guns. Look, it's all good because on one hand, it would be all good if that's not all that had the attention. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, hip hop, us as hip hop artists, we like the CNN of the hood. You understand what I'm saying? And we bringing attention to negative shit. You know what I'm saying? So to show people like, nah, don't go that route. You understand? But the way it's being promoted by the labels, you would think that's all we fucking talk about. You understand what I'm saying? And we as a people, we not a monolithic people. You know what I'm saying? We multifaceted in everything. We scientists, mathematicians. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And all those bright, crazy things. Architects. You know what I mean?
Architects, builders.
And we not just football players and basketball players. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, there's much to be criticized, but there is much to be learned and told to our young folks that, look, you could be this, you could be that, you could be this, you could be that. Yeah, we know they're not promoting all of that, but I'm showing you that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of the artists that got all of this money, they need to put, centers in all of the cities that they from. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that they could show the kids the other shit.
Exactly.
That's their responsibility. That's giving back.
If you're not gonna do it, fund the people in the community who have the time
that will
to
do it.
Yeah, give them the resources that they need to do it.
Yeah, because they got so much money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We should have a black bank by now.
10 of them.
You understand what I'm saying?
We should have
like a black fund.
How we have a Negro league before, a baseball league, but we ain't got one now.
Yeah, man, come on.
We had our own leagues back then. When they wouldn't allow us to play, we would create our own leagues.
Heard.
Now we generate all the money, and there ain't one black owner in the NFL, bro.
Crazy.
There's not one black owner in the NFL, and the NFL is like 72% black.
Yeah.
Without one black owner. So you were better off having your own league and not even to be racist, but just to be economically smart. The same way we complaining about other people who do it. Instead of us complaining, all we had to do was do it.
That's it.
And we sit back and go, oh, y'all niggas, we can't keep blaming motherfuckers.
No. Not at this point.
Not at this point. Not at this point, yo.
Because we got too many tools out there to win.
Too many tools.
There's a lot of tools out there for us to win.
Tools,
you know what I mean?
bro.
So we can't point the finger no more. We got to start to point the finger at each other.
Ourselves, yep.
You know what I'm saying? From within.
It's easy to shift blame on somebody when you're in a hot seat. Like,
straight up.
You know what I'm saying? It's his fault. It's his fault. It's everybody's fault but ours. No, at this point,
it's accountability.
It's our fault, man.
Accountability.
Can I give you something, King, while we on camera? Give my little man the plug. Man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do that. You know I know I was.
Fuck yeah. I got 3 of them.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, I'm proud of this guy, man.
Yeah, son. I mean, I'm like, yo, that's
crazy,
crazy, yo.
Hey, fire.
Word.
So I want to give you a gift, man. This is from my son, SR Stephen Robert Newman.
What's your son's name?
His name is Stephen Robert.
Stephen Robert.
So the name of his line is SR Newman. You know what I'm saying? He was the one me in Love and Hip Hop. He was the one I was blacking on his mom. Like,
right.
I threw the purse on Love and Hip Hop and shit. Right. But even what I was going through with my baby mother on that show was really me just trying to be an active father and not let her get caught up in these lights and the shit that we doing a TV show, but understand this ain't how we gonna represent ourselves. And the producers got on her ear and they was like, yo, y'all boring. Y'all not lit enough. Throw a drink or two. And I said,
oh, word?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They pumped that shit to us. Wow. And I was like, don't fall for the okie doke. I said, first of all, our storyline should be you and I, because this is a lot of people in our neighborhood. We're not together. We never should have had a baby. We both had irresponsible sex, but now there's a baby here. And we got to work together to raise this baby because there's so many motherfuckers I know. There's excuse for being a deadbeat or not in their kids' lives is, I don't fuck with that bitch. What that got to do with the baby?
Nothing.
You made the baby, King. You know what I'm saying? You might not have to fuck with the young lady, but you're going to have to fuck with her to some extent because that baby lives with that woman. So you got to find that happy medium. So that was my whole storyline. And that might seem boring to somebody who's looking for somebody to
want you to turn up.
Drink turn up. And they got to her for a second. I was like, yo, shorty, you going to let a temporary situation cause permanent problems. You know what I'm saying? And then I stopped going when I was seeing my son. She put me on child support. Went through that whole shit. My son lived with me, and my son lives with me, and I'm on child support. With a kid who lives with me.
That's some stand-up shit.
Because,
you know what I mean?
Because what it is they done taught our women to weaponize the court system, weaponize child support. You
Absolutely.
Know first thing is that I'll put you on like it's a threat.
Absolutely.
Like,
and that's deprivation of rights. They can't do that.
I asked her, do you hear yourself? You think you got to threaten me to take care of something I love more than myself? You know what I'm saying? The system don't care. I said, they're gonna enforce money, but they're not gonna enforce nothing else. They're not gonna force me to spend time with the kid. I might get locked up for not paying you. I ain't gonna get locked up for not spending time. Or not being there or having being spiritually supportive or emotionally supportive. They don't give a fuck. They're not gonna call and check up on you.
Nope.
And see how you doing. They just gonna be like, word, he ain't paying, lock him up, take his license, take his passport. Fuck his life, make it harder for him. And now my son is making his own clothing. He got his own clothing line.
That's crazy. Look at that.
srnewman.com, y'all check it out. SR Newman with 2 N's. Steven, this is a Cat's Apocalypse. He names all these joints. This is the joint I'm rocking right here.
Fuck with this.
Yeah, there's all cats. This shit. Like you just see the cats in it.
Yeah, that's crazy,
bro.
this
kid's a little genius, man.
Hell yeah.
This is Eat Your Heart Out. Eat Your Heart Out. So
word.
He put all the foods and shit on it.
Yeah, man.
Kid love, so It's a gift from Lil Man.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you. This
Word up.
is crazy.
Yeah, srnewman.com. That's 2 N's, srnewman.com. I had to give my little man a plug, man.
All day.
Yeah, King, man. So, man, thank you, man. Thank you for your time, man.
We got to do this more often.
We got to do this more often. We got to get some people up here, man.
We gonna
get a hot seat right here,
straight
man.
up, right there in the middle.
Nothing is off the record. As y'all see, we talked about everything, man.
Word up.
And we got in depth, and you know, I speak from the heart. My brother speaks from the heart. And more importantly than anything, man, I love to see this unification between me and my brother Havoc, because for years and years and years and years, we've been at odds, not even wanting to. You know what I'm saying? It was more so just like, fuck it, man. You on that side, I'm on this side. And together we stronger. And this is proof, man. And I want to see how many people run with this like they ran when we was fighting each other. Because that's what we need to stop, man. If y'all don't sit here and celebrate this like y'all was celebrating them chasing me out the fucking club or me punching Prodigy or us fighting, if y'all don't celebrate us coming together, then y'all then that's part of the problem that we having with our people. You know what I'm saying? This is big. We gotta correct it. This is big for me and this brother. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it going, man. You know what I'm saying? Black unity, black love. You know what I mean? Not only that, everybody unity. Human, like you said, human love, human unity. You know what I mean? The word is human man. We all men. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta love each other, bro. We gotta do better at that. Like you said, humans could be some fucked up people, but we also some beautiful people, you know what I mean? Well, motherfucker look at a bird and make an airplane.
Right.
Submarine,
exactly.
We got enough to know what we doing, man. So nothing is off the record. Havoc, Saigon, VladTV. Yeah, come back, man. We be back.